Facebook. Whoop. All right, cool. We're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CODcast, episode 49. We did it. Hooray! It was a fucking team effort. It's Filter Friday. You guys love Filter Friday. You know it. We got a filter on that makes me have blue eyes, but it ain't fucking working. Let's just be the devil right quick, because we all know I am the fucking devil. Let's move this over to a new screen. Boom! That's done. How's everybody doing tonight? Friday fucking night. I'm sorry, folks. I missed Monday's show because my internet went down. It was all shitty all fucking day. And then I was going to record a show Tuesday. And then I went to my mom's house earlier in the day and my fucking car broke down. And so then I had to take Wednesday to get it fixed. And then I did film like a super secret live stream Wednesday. Actually, I didn't get my car fixed till Thursday. That's what it was. But anyway, got it fixed. And I'm back in the fucking mood to do the show again. Sorry, I was kind of a downer on the last fucking show. That was dumb of me, but much better mood now. And, as always, you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting the show on the Patreon. Patreon.com/CODcast. We're up to $615. We was like up to $625, and then people was like, fuck you, Dusty. You suck. And they left, and I don't blame them because I do suck a bit. So I'm going to try to be in a better mood, not push people away. And we're also streaming live on Twitch, although 0 people are watching on Twitch, and Facebook, only 10 on Facebook. So those of you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube also, consider going to my Twitch, which is twitch.com/DustySmith, and watching me on there and friending me and shit, because you guys can help me become an affiliate. I needed so many people watching me on Twitch before I become an affiliate on there, and I'm planning on like doing games and other stuff on Twitch. I'd like to build that channel up, so please consider going over there. And I didn't pop out the fucking chats like I was supposed to, so let me do that now. Great live show, Dusty. Pop out the guy. I don't have to pop out the chat because I already have the restream chat going, but I do need to pop out the super chats. As always, the best way to support the show is super chats, lifeblood of the show. Most of the money I make goes to the Human Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary, so if you like this show, please consider super chatting me. I answer all the questions in super chats. No questions dodged, every question answered. So see if you can say something that's going to fucking stump the band. And got one already. Jable Spectre says, here's a little something to get you started. Yee! All right. Appreciate that. $2. Very kind of you. Got me started tonight. So let's see how everybody's fucking doing. We're on the restream. Hey, the fucking restream ain't showing the YouTube shit. I forgot about that. So that's not amazing. So I got to pop out of the fucking YouTube chat. Goddamn restream. Get your fucking shit together and work with YouTube. What in the fuck? You have one job, restream, and that is to restream. So anyway. What up? Dusty, you sexy beast, I know. What's good, Dusty? Nothing. Everything's fucking shit in this world, but I got weed, and I'm doing alright, so I'm not gonna complain too bad. Happy birthday to you. What's up, comrades? What's up, MM Red? Dusty makes more money than I do. Well, you must be poor as fuck, because I do not make very much money. Hi, Chuds. What's up, Mr. Voidful? Alright, I guess we're gonna get started. Start off with this fucking Danny Masterson bullshit. That's what I led with. I don't know if anybody cares about this shit or not, but I had to lead the show with something. And why not? It has Scientology in it, and we got to fucking rag on Scientology every chance we get. Try to destroy that shit. So anyway, apparently 4 women are suing that 70 show actor Danny Masterson and accusing him of raping them and conspiring with the Church of Scientology to cover it up. Fucking hide! I knew he was bad news. It's the weed. When you smoke the devil's lettuce, it just makes you all rapey and shit. 4 women are suing former That 70 Show actor Danny Masterson, alleging he sexually assaulted them and then conspired with the Church of Scientology to harass and intimidate them in an attempt to keep them quiet. The lawsuit was filed by Masterson's former girlfriend, Chrissy Carnell. I actually looked her up. I was like, I wonder what she looks like. You know, this girl that dated Danny Masterson. And turns out you can just, like, Google that shit and boom! That's what she looks like. Looks good in this picture. Definitely pretty in this picture. Nice looking girl. Anyway, She says Danny Masterson raped her. I guess they were dating, and I guess all these girls claim pretty much that he either had sex with them when they were too drunk to consent, or that he gave them something and then passed out, I guess. That's what they're saying. Like, I don't know, right? And Mary Bobette Real is, let's see what she looks like. I mean, they're public, so it's not bad for me to go look them up, I guess, because they're not anonymous. Hey, she's a pretty girl. Another pretty girl with Danny Masterson, who claimed that Danny Masterson raped her. Don't know. That's what she says. Hey, looks like that other girl. Is that the other girl? Did I show you the same picture? I don't know. I'm all confused now. That looks exactly like the other girl I just showed you, though. So, don't know. Anyway, then there was two anonymous people, and they're like, yeah, he totally a perv. He raped on us and shit. They all allege that Masterson, 43, who's younger than I am, fuck you, Danny Masterson, had sex with them when they were unconscious or too intoxicated to consent, according to the Hollywood Reporter, which obtained a copy of the lawsuit. Bixler also alleges in the suit that Masterson got violent with her when she didn't want to have sex and told her it was her job as his girlfriend to give him sex whenever he wants. Well, that's very biblical of him. Apparently Scientology bringing a little Christianity into their mix, aren't they? Two of the victims said that they reported the Masterson's behavior to the church. They were ordered not to go to the police, according to THR. Bixler said that Scientology officials told her not to call it rape because you can't be raped by someone you are in a consensual relationship with. I disagree. You definitely can be raped with somebody you're in a consensual relationship with. Just because you're in a consensual relationship doesn't mean you consent to sex every single time. Obviously, when you say no, no means no, motherfucker. You can't rape somebody you date when they say no. No shit. But Scientology don't care. They're all about covering up for their golden boys. They don't want that black eye. They want you to think Scientology makes you a better person, so they use their church influence to try to cover this shit up, just like churches always fucking do. But it ain't working. These women are going public, and they're saying, hell no, church, we ain't shutting the fuck up. Jane Doe once said that she was warned that going to police with her claims amounted to a high crime in Scientology, which it does. They'll fucking destroy your life over that shit, man. Like, if your family's in Scientology, every one of them will shun you. You'll never be able to talk to your family again. You'll be excommunicated from the church. You'll be kicked out of your home, lose your job, your entire life destroyed. So it definitely is. Can't speak out against the church. Meaning she would face punishment if she did so. She said she was later forced to sit in a room with Masterson to clear the air. Imagine being forced to sit in a room with a guy you thought raped you, or did rape you, and had to work it out with him because your church told you to. Fuck no to all that goddamn bullshit, right? And let's take a break to change the filter. What we want now, let's see. Filter Friday is the greatest show that ever existed in all of mankind. Don't even lie. I want to be a lion for a second. Fuck yeah, because lions rock. Alright. So, after defying the church and reporting the alleged assaults to the police, the women alleged they were stalked and terrorized. The women are seeking unspecified damages to be determined in a jury trial. So, of course, Danny Masterson says, hell no, these women is lying as fuck. I didn't rape anybody. I'm a perfect gentleman. I will clear my name in court. They're just trying to smear me in the press, and I ain't going to fucking fight this shit in the press. I'm going to fight it in court, and I'm going to whoop the shit out of these women. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's basically what he says. I'll beat her in court. Yeah, just like I did in real life. Ha ha! Nah, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that he beat her, I don't think. Yeah, I guess she did say he got violent, but I don't know how violent he got. Anyway, and of course, the Church of Scientology calls bullshit and says, oh, it's just a publicity grab. I hope they fucking sue Scientology into the goddamn dirt. Sue these motherfuckers, bankrupt Scientology. And Masterson lost his show on the ranch. I actually like the show on the ranch, and I actually like his character on the ranch, too. I think he played that character well. I was almost sad to see him go. Spoiler alert, they kill his ass on the ranch. Yeah, if you ain't seen it, spoil the fuck out of it for you. He dead. Dead as fuck. But, I guess I can see why they did it, though. You can't have no accused rapist on your fucking show if you're Netflix. That looks bad for PR, right? That's not good optics. But, also, I guess his talent agency dropped him, so not going good for Danny Masterson. So what do you guys think? Danny Masterson, giant rapist perv, or is he just being accused wrongly by people who just want fame and money? What say you? Facebook and Restream. Twitching? All right. You guys are on the Twitch now. Thank you for switching over to Twitch. Be sure to watch me as long as you can on Twitch, because I got to average 3 viewers at a time on Twitch for this stream, which seems like it would be easy to do, but since nobody fucking watches shit on Twitch, it ain't easy to do. So help me out. Hello, my friend. I am an administrator of Pornhub. Awesome. We have noticed you have not logged in for 2 weeks. Well, that's some bullshit. We're just checking to see everything is okay with our biggest fan. I was on there last night, so I know you ain't from fucking Pornhub. Since you visited us last time, we've updated the gay section. Well, that's good to know. What about the scat section and the vomit porn section? Those are my main kinks. Gay's alright. Little booty diddling every once in a while is pretty cool, but vomit is what really gets me off, so get on that, Pornhub. With many videos we know you will enjoy. See you soon. Alright, see you soon, Pornhub. Thanks for thinking of me. Love you guys. And let's see what the fuck they're saying on the chat. Scientology had billions. They're not going to get bankrupt anytime soon. Hey, don't fucking steal my thunder and joy. If I want to sit here and be delusional and think that they're going to be bankrupted, allow me to do that. Don't bring your logic into this goddamn conversation. Fuck off with that shit, right? He's an actor, so yes, perv. Hey, I'm an actor, sort of, in a way, and I'm not. Never mind. I withdraw that. Yeah, bankrupt all these cults. Shit, yeah. Dusty looked like he's starring in Cats movie. I know, right? Midnight and the kitties are sleeping. Nailed it. Definitely going to be cast a star in that show any fucking day now. All right, let's change the filter. No more fucking cats for me. Let's see what I want to be right now. Oh, yeah, I want to be like a rapper with fucking crazy eyes. So, yeah. Yeah, man, this is what I'm going to look like in a year from now. I'm going to get fucking tattoos on my face and motherfucking shit. It's going to be awesome. You guys going to love it. Let's see if I've got any more super chats. Only one more super chat. Did Scientology break into a federal intelligence agency a year ago? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I know that they sued everybody in the IRS pretty much to intimidate them into giving them tax-exempt status, which should be removed immediately. If Trump was a badass, even in a small fraction as much as he claims to be, he would tackle Scientology and have their fucking tax-exempt status removed. But he's not going to do that. We all knew that. But anyway, please, more super chats. The lifeblood of the show. Please support the show so I can keep doing this. That would be great. All right, let's continue on with the best thing you're going to fucking see today. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. It's over here. All right. So this happened. Shoe on head. She almost did something really fucking cool. She was so close. I was like, damn, yes, Shoe, you go, girl. And then she ruined it, a fucking course. She couldn't fucking stick with it. So here's what happened, right? So anyway, Shoe on head posted this, and I agree with what she posted. Apparently the gays are suing YouTube because discrimination and whatnot, and therefore, and so Shoe's like, get they ass, gays, and I'm like, yay, Shoe, get they ass, I'm with that. And then Tim Pool, he commented, because him and Shoe are friends, of course, because they have lots of crossover in their audience, and he says, I agree in concept, but they have no case at all. However, people need to start challenging YouTube's status. So I look forward to this. And it's like, there's, just a basic comment. Even Tim Pool's comment, I'm not really against. It was all right. And then Shoe, it appears, is kind of joking around with him, I guess. And she's like, the virgin Tim Pool, talking about censorship for years, but doing nothing about it. Versus the Chad queer kid stuff. And I know what the fucking, all she's doing is she's referencing this fucking meme. This stupid drawing meme. Virgin versus Chad meme. It's this really crude drawing thing that's real popular in the 4chans, which is where Shoe on Head gets a lot of her material from. She's like real popular in the 4chans, of course, because that's the mentality of the little kids. A lot of the little kids that follow her. Like, I've been interacting with them, obviously, because she basically commented back to me, which sends a flood of her fans to me, and I interact with them, and so many of them are just children. That's the first thing you notice. They're all little kids. But this is why, because this is the kind of stuff that she posts and references, and it's the stuff that, kids like. So anyway, Tim Pool's like, what? And she's like, I said what I said, Timothy. And then he goes, go fuck yourself. Oh, my God. He totally got triggered. Fucking Tim Pool can't take a goddamn joke, of course. Got razzed a little bit by Shoe on Head and fucking fell apart. And then Shoe's like immediately trying to backtrack or whatever. She should have just fucking stuck it to him. But she's like, laughing my ass off. It's a joke. DSFKSDHSJVS. Hey, that's like a fucking eye chart, right? And So yeah, there's a feuding a little bit. I'm like, yeah, hilarious. She fucking triggered Tim Pool. So, and then of course, immediately his fan base and her fan base wasn't fucking having it, right? Because, like it or not, Shoe on Head does have a large right-wing fan base. Now, am I saying all of Shoe on Head's fan base is right-wing? No, of course not. I've talked about many of her fans that are not right-wing, like Claudia, who is a feminist, a popular feminist, who's not right-wing, right? But there are people that want to tell me that Shoe on Head does not have a large right-wing fan base. So you're trying to tell me that the most unapologetically famous anti-feminist in the entire fucking world doesn't have a large right-wing fan base. That's what you guys are telling me now, right? Right? She had 500,000 followers already when she was on Lauren Southern's channel. You know, white supremacist Lauren Southern, who spread the Great Replacement conspiracy theory that was named by multiple terrorists in their shooting sprees. You know, that Lauren Southern. When she was on her channel, she had 500,000. You know, obviously a lot of these were fucking right-wing people, so I don't know how anybody's going to kind of try to tell me that the most popular anti-feminist in the goddamn world does not have a large right-wing fucking following. And like, lots of her right-wing following, actually, after we talked about this, they came on, they're like, yeah, I'm right-wing, and I follow Shoe on Head. I'm a fan of hers, and I'll actually show you some of these. So to say that she doesn't have a large right-wing following, I can't share in this delusion with you guys. I know the rules have changed now, and Shoe is suddenly on the left, and everything she's done in the past, even though she hasn't apologized or owned up to it or deleted the videos or anything, yeah, we just have to. She deleted some of the videos. I didn't want to say that, but not deleted them, unlisted them. But she never apologized or admitted to them or any of them. But apparently she's on the left now, so that's cool, I guess. But anyway, the members of her right-wing fan base didn't like it, and also Tim Pool's fan base didn't like that she spoke out against Tim Pool. So she said, he gave you a chance to explain yourself. Now move along, peasant. That's what they're saying to Shoe on Head. And also, I will say that my comment was this. Best thing you'll see tonight, Shoe on Head triggers Tim Pool by jokingly insulting him, says, it's just joke, bro, and then gets absolutely crucified by her own right-wing fan base and his for being mean to Tim. And that's exactly what happened. Now, not all of these people in these two screenshots. See, what I did was you can only post 4 screenshots per post on a time on Twitter. So the first 2 I posted to show you what their conversation was. And then I just posted the other 2 screenshots randomly. But I have a dozen screenshots of both her fans, people that follow her, and people that follow Tim, bitching at her for doing this. And so her response to this was, almost nobody that you posted on this actually follows me. So it's not my fans getting mad at me, but yes, most people didn't go check, but I think when I posted this, it was at least 3 or 4 of these people were following her. The rest of them were following Tim, but these are only 2 screenshots. Of the other 12 screenshots, I'm going to show you many of these were Shoe on Head's fans. They were following her. Anybody can go check this out. What I said was 100% accurate. Just go look, right? So anyway, they're like, he gave you a chance to explain yourself. Now move along, peasant. That's probably one of Tim's fans. It didn't come off that way. What Tim said could be a joke, too. You certainly didn't take it that way. I don't know what even this means, but... And then, you referenced a meme that peaked 2 years ago in the internet time. That's a completely different century. Kind of a backhanded joke out there. The classic mean girl. Gosh, I was only joking when I'm being a cunt to you. June is back at it again. I'm pretty sure that was a joke too, Shoe. It's not like you to be mean like that. And this is obviously somebody who's a fan of hers, you know, that's been around. But, like, I don't even have to rely on those 2 fucking, let's see if I can find it over here. Those 2 screenshots, because there were so many examples of this. People were really fucking mad at you for speaking out against Tim Pool. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I don't know why this is closed. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. It's at the bottom. There we go. Boom. All right. So, yeah. So this is what they were talking about. Arguing with each other, and this is the response to people. There are plenty who wouldn't seem to say that. It did come off to me as mean-spirited, especially when you consider Tim gets a lot of crap. Shoe's been coming off as more and more mean and obnoxious over the past couple years. Obviously, somebody who follows Shoe on Head and was a fan of hers. To be honest, I've come to think of Shoe as irrelevant since Gigi died out. It looked personal, Shoe. It's literally the Virgin Chad meme, and she called Tim the Virgin. It did come off as mean-spirited. I don't see a joke, just saying. Yeah, it wasn't funny. It was shitty. That was personal, Shoe. Now you're trying to double down. A lot of these people do. Not all these people follow Shoe, but a lot. This person does. I'm pretty sure I read that they basically said they follow Shoe. You took it too far and you know it. You're the person who hit someone and then says kidding, shame. So lots of people. I already showed that one. It's not like you to be mean like that. You're annoying though, shoot. Not as funny. So a lot of these, like I said, a lot of them are right-wing people that are part of Shield Head's fan base. And some of them are not part of her fan base. Some of them are part of Tim's fan base, and they're mad at her for this. And I also said that there's a lot of crossover in their audience, right? Man, Shu, you were sticking your foot in your mouth. See, so many people. And this comes into play later because she literally claims later that she's going to retract this whole thing later and apologize to Tim. And then when people call her out and say, you're only apologizing because people shit on you, and you're afraid to take a strong position because you're afraid to piss off the right-wing fan base. And she's like, no, man, everybody had my back. Everybody was cheering me on, so there was no reason for me to backtrack. But as you can see, not everybody was cheering her on. There was tons of fucking people who were shitting on her for this. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Shieldhead is not an honest person, folks. She's not fucking honest. Like, I don't get it. But I'll show you. You don't have to believe me. I'll show you. And then here she has, they're basically telling her that she's obviously backtracked because she was getting shit on. She's like, everyone was cheering me on. I had no reason to retract it. But I just showed you. No, they weren't. And my screenshots were just a few of them. Like, there's lots and lots of other examples of this. So she just basically lying to cover up the reason that she fucking removed it. And she apologized to Tim's because that she knows that she has a lot of crossover and she has a large right-wing fan base and she doesn't want to piss them off. That's obvious what's going on here. It's just so stupid. She can literally say anything. People are like, oh, well, that makes sense. And, Kentucky Libertarian, this guy's a total fucking right-wing loon, to say Shieldhead doesn't have a right-wing fan base. She was the only lefty that doesn't make me want to Imagine still saying like this in 2019. Just so cringe. But, yep. I mean, they're literally coming out of the wood, but after she was kind of trying to play it off like she doesn't have a right-wing fan base, they're coming out of the wood to tell her, yeah, we're your fans, dude. Yeah, I love them both. There's a lot of crossover. Go look at these people. They're right-wingers. And then, the quartering. The quartering loves you, Shu. There's a ringing endorsement you really want. Shu, I like you both, and I'm on at least, I would say, friendly terms, but do not apologize for jokes. I'm sure Tim is fine. That's right. No right-wing fan base. I'm sure the courting will say he's not right-wing, but give me a goddamn break, dude. The dude makes 100 fucking videos about how SJWs are ruining Captain Marvel, and that's all the fucking he talks about all the time is the left and how the left is destroying everything. This guy's fucking obviously a right-wing tool bag. Why are we going to pretend otherwise? But yep, big fan of yours, Shu. Keep pretending you don't have a right-wing fan base. You both good people. See, yep, lots of crossover. That's what I said. So anyway, here's what Shu does. Talk about fucking dishonest. Like, I just don't get it, folks. I don't get why people keep standing for her. What she did was, when I posted this, she unblocked me real fast because she had me blocked. And then she replied to me to make it look like, oh, she's brave. Look, she replied to Dusty and she called him out by fucking name, right? Almost every single person in this screenshot doesn't even follow me, but go off. But I looked it up and it was like 3 or 4 in those 2 screenshots, and I posted like another dozen. Many of the people were following her. Many of them were fans. You can go look for yourself. This is a bullshit response. But what she did was she unblocked me real quick. She posted this to make it look like she was brave and calling me out by name. And then she immediately reblocked me, so I never saw that she posted this. I never saw that she responded to me because when she reblocks me, it basically deletes the mention it gives to me. And it also keeps me from seeing all of the people that liked it. So she had 628 people that liked this. And, of course, I didn't know this existed because she reblocked me, right? So basically everybody that saw this thought that she was brave and came in there and stood up to me and called me out by name. And I didn't even respond. I didn't even fucking have a response to her. That's how bad she fucking owned me. But no. She blocked me so I couldn't see it, did not even know she put it, and I could not respond. This is how these people play this game. They're incredibly fucking shady, man. They're dishonest as fucking dishonest can be, man. And so, but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing about this. Let me show you her, no, that's not it. Let me show you her apology. She obviously apologized to Temple immediately because she couldn't take the heat. And she says, I apologize to Timcast for my Virgin Chad versus meme. I thought it was obvious. We've all been fighting censorship for years. Yeah, we're all free speech warriors. Me and Tim Pool. Me and my good buddy Tim Pool. I didn't know it would be taken as an actual insult. I feel bad. Yeah. Backed out. She did that's what Boogie does, right? Boogie says something that's a little bit controversial that actually you can respect and then backs out as soon as he gets called out on it. But yeah, but here's the thing, man. Even my friends like Tim Blake, who is like a real left-wing guy, even he is sucking up and being friends to Shu now. Even he said after she posted her thing that that I just showed you, where she posted it and then blocked me so I couldn't see it. And he clearly did not even look into what she was saying, didn't do any reference or anything whatsoever. And he said, "Oh, you owned him, Shu. You owned him by unblocking him real quick, posting to him like you responded to him, and then blocking him again where he couldn't see that you did it. Way to own him." And I noticed that even people like Vadim, my buddy Vadim, is kind of being really friendly with her and sucking up to her. And as I told you guys before, I got added to this SJW group not long ago, and they added me, right? And then Vadim actually made a very, very mild criticism of Shu in that post, in that forum one time. And they basically forbid anybody after that point from ever speaking a bad word about Shu. They forbid us. In an SJW group, they forbid us from speaking ill about the most famous anti-feminist in the world. Somebody who continuously still puts out anti-feminist lies. And they're all being really nice to her now. And so, as strange as it seems, folks, Shu on Head, the most famous anti-feminist in the world, is more accepted and welcome now by SJWs than I am. That's the fucking world we live in right now. It's so fucking crazy. This dishonest, incredibly fucking dishonest person is more accepted by SJWs now than I am. So, hey, what can you do, right? All you can do is really laugh it off and try to, because it's too silly to take seriously, right? This shit's too fucking absurd, So, anyway, like I said a long time ago, it's all a popularity contest. There's no way I can win a popularity contest against Shu, no matter how dishonest she is, no matter how over and over and over again she completely behaves dishonestly and she lies. I can't be it because nobody gives a shit, right? Even the people who are on the left, who are supposed to care, who are supposed to hold them responsible, who are supposed to call them out, won't do it because she's really popular and I guess she's 30, but she looks 16 and she's cute and hee or whatever. So, I don't know. So that was the adventure with Shu on Head. I give up, folks. I give up. I'm tired of talking about Shu. Like, I guess she's just the new it thing on the left now, even though that she's the biggest and most famous anti-feminist in the world. Apparently, anti-feminism is a left-wing issue now. There's no way that you can accept the most famous, unapologetic anti-feminist into your community and then claim, oh, well, yeah, the most famous anti-feminist is in our left-wing community, but it's still a right-wing ideology. Nah. So, oh well, if you guys want to sully yourself with that shit, go for it. This is exactly why I never joined any groups. That's why I left that SJW group immediately. That's why I don't want any part of BreadTube. That's why I don't want any part of LeftTube. Because it's all just absurd. This is what it always turns into. It's just always silly bullshit that nobody would want to be involved in if they have any kind of integrity whatsoever. So anyway, gonna move on past that, I guess. Continue on with the show. That's about all I got to say about that bullshit. Let's read the super chats. Super chats, lifeblood of the show. What's going on? K Condor. Remini's father talks a lot about her on YouTube. It's really creepy and sad. You should look it up. Yeah, I've been watching Remini's. I watched the first season of her Scientology show. Really good. I actually did a few videos on it. And it is a shame how their families will completely turn their back on them, reject them, shun them, have nothing to do with them, talk shit about them, all because of their cult. Just shows you the power of the cult. The cult has more power over them than the love for their own children. It's really scary. And D-Dog gave me 20 pounds. Hey, thanks, D-Dog. Found it. Operation Snow White in the 70s. Scientology broke into 136 agencies, embassies, and consulates in over 30 countries to destroy information criticizing L. Ron Hubbard. The U.S. alone had over 5,000 covert agents. Man, that's scary as shit, isn't it? But I'm not surprised, and I'm sure nothing happened to them because nothing ever happens to this guys. They have too much money and too much influence, and they scare people too much. Thank you for that, D-Dog. Mary Sue Hubbard and 10 others were charged and found guilty, with one getting a 1K fine, 8 getting 10K fines, and all of them getting 1 to 6 years in prison. Oh, well, I thought nothing would happen to them. At least something happened to them. Even though that seems very mild. I mean, money's nothing to these guys, but I guess 1 to 6 years is pretty good, so hooray for that. And Victoria Cunningham. We may not have much, but you're the only person worth giving it to. For the Fuzzies, love the show. Hey, Victoria, that's really kind. That's touching to my heart, and I'm going to try to live up to it. And do the best I can and not be a disappointment to you guys. But I really appreciate that. It's very kind. More super chats, please. Lifeblood of the show. Super chats. Let's see what the chat's saying. Yes, let's move over that crank. Okay, yeah. She was totally uninterested, but Dusty has a kind of obsession with her. I mean, I guess I have an obsession with everybody I talk about. I talk about Tim Pool constantly. Talk about Sargon constantly. Talk about, Alex Jones and Jordan Peterson. So I guess I have a Unhealthy obsession with everybody. See, the only reason people saying that though is because when I say that, when I do exactly the same amount of legwork and talk about exactly the other guys, the exact same amount of time, no one ever says, "Oh, you're obsessed with him. Oh, you're stalking her." They only say that because she's a girl and they're trying to white knight for her. If she wasn't a girl, they definitely wouldn't say that. So it's just silly. I walk alone. I walk alone. Thank you, Imred. I do try to walk alone, just because I know, like. Even when it's my own groups, even when I have my own Cult of Dusty fan group, even that group turned into fucking bullshit. I didn't even want to be part of that group. So I don't even want to be a part of my own shit a lot of times, much less other people's shit. So, anyway, let's move on. We're going to talk about some more happy shit. We're going to move on to a little more joyous stuff. Thought I'd do a little wholesome shit. And, God, please give me a sign for what to do with my life. Done. I'm all over this. I think God gave me that sign a long fucking time ago. Hell yeah. And, let's see what else we got. Oh, man, just see fucking Conor McGregor punch this old dude. What the fuck, man? This is so annoying and upsetting. This goddamn Conor McGregor, who's got hundreds of fucking $1 billion. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so he just walks into this bar, I guess, and he's trying to give people liquor, I guess. He's trying to get them to drink his whiskey or whatnot. And I guess this guy doesn't want his whiskey. He doesn't like his whiskey. Doesn't want to drink it. And so doesn't seem to be mean or anything. And so Conor McGregor, this world famous mixed martial arts, punches the old guy right in his face for not drinking his liquor. God damn it, Conor McGregor. What a spoiled fucking bully ass baby. This is a motherfucker who obviously has so much money and is babied by everybody and never gets in trouble for anything, can buy his way out of anything. This is the way you act. And look at this old guy. You're fucking world famous, top-notch MMA fighter. This guy didn't even fucking barely budge when you punched him, dude. Almost like he didn't even feel it. You fucking, I don't want to call him a pussy because he's Conor McGregor and he whooped my ass. But you know, kind of weak, Conor, in every fucking way. This is weak as shit, dude. And of course, we all know what's going to happen. Nothing. We all know that fucking Dana White is going to ignore this and is going to fucking bring Conor McGregor back in the UFC and pay him millions of dollars just like nothing ever happened. He's done the same exact kind of shit before. He's broken the law before and nothing ever happens to them. That's what happens to these superstar athletes. That's exactly why they think they get away with this shit, because they can. Because they are never held responsible. And so sad to see, but I'm definitely off the Conor McGregor bandwagon. Fucking... What kind of a piece of shit punches an old guy sitting at a bar minding his own business? I mean, seriously, fuck you, Conor McGregor. Definitely no longer a fan of yours. And not that I ever really was, but I thought he was all right. Definitely a good talker. But apparently, what is this? Mario Cuomo, is that his name? On CNN, got mad because some dude called him Fredo. Apparently, Fredo, I didn't even know this, is a slur against Italian people. I know Guido is a slur, but Fredo? Like, Alfredo? Because I eat some fucking shit that's Alfredo all the time. I didn't realize I was being insulting. But anyway, he's like, Fredo is an insult to our people. It's like the N-word. But if you're comparing the badness of two words and you won't even say one of them, that's the worst word, obviously. You didn't say the F word, you said the N-word. So... really silly. I mean, Fredo is not in any way comparable to the worst slur used to demonize people in the history of mankind. It is. You can say it's a slur, but don't compare the two because that's just fucking stupid. And I talked about this on my super secret live stream. For those of you who have never tuned into a super secret live stream, you really should, because they're fucking amazing. They're all fucking laid back and shit, and we have a good time. It's real intimate. But anyway... using the online name Army of Christ, an Ohio man posted a mass shooting attacking Planned Parenthood and federal agents. Authorities said when arrested he had guns, 25 guns, and 10,000 rounds of ammo. So, yeah. Getting scary out there, folks. Talk about, I know we can't call them domestic terrorists. Oh, they're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. They're all mentally ill. But as soon as it's a fucking brown person, terrorism. They're terrorists. Oh, they're white. Oh, well, it's just mental illness. It's not terrorism. But it's terrorism, folks. These fucking white incels watch all these anti-SJW videos, and they go on fucking 4chan, and they get just engrossed in this goddamn troll culture, and they get engrossed in this culture that makes them believe that white people are actually suffering, that someone is stealing something from white people, that invaders are coming in to take away our white heritage, and it's just, you know, they're believing it, folks. Believe it or not, these dumbass incel idiots who don't have anything going for themselves or going in their lives, they're listening to you guys who are telling them this bullshit or feeding this bullshit, and they're listening to you, and they're planning on going out and killing people, and they are going out and killing people. So, it's just free speech, bro. But no, it's not just free speech. And, man, firefighters in reverse are evil as fuck. Look at these evil motherfuckers. Can't get any more evil than this shit. Literally putting kids into the fire. Don't do that, you assholes. You're supposed to be saving children. No. No. Stop it, firefighters. God damn it. What in the fuck? But anyway, that entertains me a lot. I love this video. And, so anyway, next up, you better not move your hand. That's all I'm saying. Your hand is in prime demand. Look at those fucking murder mittens. I mean, I hope that thing is just sucking on your finger and not like gonna bite it off. But pretty eyes, but holy shit, that's terrifying. Good kitty, please, good kitty. Yep, he's like, don't move your hand. Don't you dare move it. You better not move it. You don't want to fuck with me. I will rip your face off, motherfucker. But he's still a pretty kitty, isn't he? Yes, he is. Pretty kitty. And, here's a genius tool. Why did I think of this invention? Here's $1 million invention to help you cut your watermelons. And this is definitely going to work, right? Yep, you just push down on it and then, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's not a good invention. Nope. That's not what you want. So anyway, don't buy that thing. That's all I'm saying. Save your money on a watermelon cutter. Good advice. And, sometimes you're just riding along, not paying a fucking attention to where you're going, and a bus appears out of fucking nowhere. And then he's like, yeah, boom! Yeah, he just smacked your head into this, and like, he's like, oh shit, what's going on? And like, I like this, because he doesn't know what's going on yet. He like, puts his bike to the side, he's like, I'm just going to lay here on the ground, and he thinks about it, he's like, nope, I shouldn't lay here on the ground, I should lay on the sidewalk. And then he just lays on the sidewalk for a second, he's like, fuck, I'm hurt, god damn it. But at least he didn't lay on the street, so I guess he still has his wherewithal a little bit, so he doesn't get run over by cars and whatnot. And did you guys know that Macaulay Culkin's real life name, his real name is Macaulay Culkin Culkin. Literally his name, Macaulay Culkin. Apparently he had some kind of contest to see if he could, or I guess that he was letting them choose his name, I guess, basically. And that's what they picked for him as his name. So pretty funny. And, oh God. Fox Nation's Tommy Lord is skewered for saying that the reason we have so many mass shootings is because lack of prayer, of course. We need more thoughts and prayers. That's the big problem. Well, I just want to say this, folks. If this is true, if the reason we have so many mass shootings is really because there's not enough prayer, can't we start blaming Christians yet? Because it's obviously their fucking fault for not praying enough. Why are you Christians not praying more? You Christians are directly fucking responsible for all these mass shootings, all right? You guys got to take responsibility. Shit, you know? Stop saying thoughts and prayers if you're not praying enough to stop it. That's all I got to say. Either do your part or shut the fuck up. Choose one. And anyway, let's take a little break and read the chats. Read the chats. Donald Culkin. Weird. Yes, very weird. John Oliver. How the fuck is this a thing? I know, right? I did show that video yesterday, but I did tell you guys yesterday that during the super secret live streams, I often show things that I'm going to show on the actual show. So if you didn't see that part, that is not my problem. But the super secret live stream is like a setup for this show where I get advice and comments, and you guys help me figure out my opinions on shit I want to say during this show. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, yes, it's all the Christians' fault. Totally agree. Oop, I should change the filter. I forgot it's Filter Friday. I'm still a fucking, I don't even know what this is. Some kind of strange rapper dude. Guess I'll be an eggplant for a second. Eggplant Dusty's pretty fucking cool. And let's check the super chats. Lifeblood of the show, super chats. Only got one more. Ben, go back to traditional family religious values. Also, Ben, I love Trump, who's a pathological liar, multiple wives, including a order male bride. Mr. 2 Corinthians, draft dodging elite. I don't know, right? It's a different set of rules. They have a different set of rules for conservatives and liberals, and it's very transparent, but it's all tribalism. They don't really give a fuck. Thank you for that, nooberific. More super chats, please. Please support the show. And, since I already fucked with, firefighters once, let's talk about firefighters again. This is actually something I really like seeing. I like seeing them have empathy and shit towards animals, and they put these fucking 2 ladders up there so these raccoons that were on top of this building that was on fire could escape. And kudos to you for having a fart. I'm sorry. Kudos to you for having a heart, firefighters. That rocks. More of this kind of shit. I like firefighters a lot more than I like police. Gotta say that. Firefighters actually doing some good shit out there. And speaking of 30 to 50 feral hogs, look at this cute little motherfucker. Load up, bitch. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so ferocious. He's just a ferocious little killer machine. He's like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. You don't even know. Oh my God. Once you put me down, you are so fucking dead. You are goddamn dead, motherfucker. And then he puts him down, and the little thing's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna kill you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Don't you touch me. You never fucking touch me. God damn it. So goddamn stinking cute, motherfucker. And that's why I don't eat bacon. Too cute to eat, folks. Too cute to eat. And one last from Reddit. Give us a little heartwarming bullshit so we can feel good about ourselves before we jump into all the depressing shit. And, oh, even little people with reptilian brains can feel joy and shit, can't they? Look at this cute little motherfucker. He just looks like he's smiling, just wants a little massage. Oh, that feels so good, don't it? With your little derp tongue. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah, that's the spot, human. That's the spot. So, anyway. That's all my shit I was going to do from Reddit. Guess I'll go ahead and do the video section of the show. I actually have a video section of the show this week. I've been skipping the video section of the show for the last couple weeks because I ain't found no good shit, but I actually got busy last night, looked some shit up, and put my fucking headphones on and whatnot. We're gonna view the video section. And let's see, let me scroll this fucking video section over there. What are we, 54 minutes into the show? That seems like a good amount of time. Alright, video section. These are the videos I'm gonna play today, motherfuckers. Prepare your assholes, cause they're about to be rocked. Alright, here we go. So, first off, fucking
dumbass fucking niggas.
Yep, let's start off with a bang. Apparently, on MLK Day, there was a peaceful protest out. I don't remember where this fucking was. Maybe they'll say. So a lot of people out there protesting, and then all of a sudden, this guy runs up and starts yelling. He pulls a gun on these black folks and starts calling them the N-word because of this woman was also messing with them. So let's have a look at this video on these horrible human beings.
You ran over my foot! Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, you bunch of thugs! Fuck you, bitch! Fucking white ass.
Get the whoa! Get the who did?
That guy in the red! Yeah, right behind this guy. You
Get
ran
the fuck
over
out of
my
here, you fucking piece
foot!
of shit! You fucking losers!
You ran over my foot!
I'm not gonna play the whole video, but in the real video, she's actually running up to these black teenagers and she's harassing them. She's like right in their face. She's all over them. And one guy with the bike gets near her, but it's totally her fucking fault if you watch it. And then her boyfriend runs up with a fucking gun and starts calling them the N-word and shit. This is America.
Fucking dumbass fucking niggas.
And this guy right
Y'all gonna be on the news. Y'all gonna make the news.
That's fine.
That's fine. They're like, I don't care. Yeah, you guys care now. I guarantee fucking to you, you guys care now. You guys are famous now, and this guy's look. The couple seen picking the fight are Dana Shalone and Mark Bartlett. Mark Bartlett was arrested and charged with carrying a concealed weapon. Good. Police are considering charging him with a hate crime.
Dumbass fucking niggas.
This week took place the annual Wheels Up, Guns Down MLK Pride. Dana works as a realtor. Don't go to her. Hopefully they fired her. Guarantee you she's regretting this and he's regretting. They're both regretting. Even though that's fine. Do whatever you gotta do. Okay. Well, film these motherfuckers. Name and shame them. That's how we change society. Got to mock these people into extinction, which is happening slowly but surely. Just got to keep working on it. And here's a crazy video, right? So this woman riding down the road, and this other woman pulls out in front of her, and they smack into each other. And she has cameras all over the place and such. She's like, holy shit. And this woman ain't fucking having it. Watch this shit. So she gets out to confront the person. The person's gonna run off. So she's like, hell no, you ain't gonna run off. I'm gonna jump on the top of your motherfucking car. You ain't going nowhere. Get the fuck out of the car. You just hit me. And the other person's like, no thanks. I don't want to stay around. It was totally your fault. And even though it's totally your fault, I'm gonna run away immediately. But she's like, no, I'm jumping on your car. And this woman's like, fuck you. Get out of my car. I will just run over you. So she keeps driving. And so then eventually the woman gets off her car and tries to get her out. And she basically tells her to go fuck herself. And she gets out and she moves the plastic from her car and whatnot. And then she just drives the fuck off. So this woman's like, oh, hell no, you ain't driving off. So she all mad. She's like controlling her breathing. She's like, and she followed this other bitch. She's like, you ain't getting away. You just hit me. Oh, hell no. That's some crazy ass shit, right? She followed him. She's like, pull over. Pull your ass over. And this woman's like, hell no. I'm going to get away from you. I'm going to pull in between these other ones. I'm going to run this red light and just get away. And this one's like, you ain't getting away. Hell no. So it's like a high-speed pursuit, but it doesn't look very high-speed. But anyway, she continued to follow her, tries to cut her off. And this one was like, you ain't cutting me off. I ain't stopping for nothing. And so she basically rams her and she forces her into this parking lot. And then she pulls up behind her into a dead end where she can't fucking get out, right? And so she's still trying. So she bumping her up in there, making sure she can't get out. She's like, you ain't running. And she's like, what's wrong with you? You're crazy. What do you think, motherfucker? Because she's running. And this woman ain't having it. She got a well tail. She got a little tramp stamp on, but I'm totally digging it. She like attacking the woman, getting her keys from her. And she's like, you ain't running. Bitches, you crazy. Takes her keys from her. And she's like, give me back my keys. Give me back my keys.
You give me my key. Give me my
fucking key. Give me my key. And people are like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, she rammed me. And she's like, no, this bitch hit me and she drove off. It's a hit and run. I got the whole thing on dash cam. Anyway, hopefully that woman got arrested. That's some crazy shit right there, isn't it? And next up, I told a story.
To look away.
I told a story on my last show about how I got the shit beat out of me one time when I was 16 by a really heavy-set girl in a Sonic parking lot. She beat the fuck out of me because she was a girl and I refused to hit her back. I basically just stood there with my hands. I didn't block the punches. That's how much of a pussy I was. And I don't mean to say pussy in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying. That's how afraid I was to hit a girl or push a girl, do anything. But here's one of the reasons why, man. Watch this shit.
Come on,
so,
guys. Come on.
These guys are beefing with this other guy, whatnot, and so they're just beefing, and nothing's really happening. And then all of a sudden, this girl gets involved. When it's just dudes, he pushes the dude, nothing happens. He pushes that dude, nothing fucking happens at all. Nobody does shit to him. And then he pushes the girl. Now watch. Yeah, nope, you don't do that. They're gonna sit there and just fucking stomp his head in on the ground. Yep, nope, don't do that. And so now he out like a light. Just gonna lay there for a little while. Got his head stomped in on the concrete. And yep. So that's why I did not push that girl or punch her or even block the punches, because in this society, if you do that, like, I'm not saying this guy should have pushed that girl. No, he was obviously a dick. Got what happened. Probably deserved what happened to him. I'm just saying this is what happens, and this is what would have happened to me. Everybody in the whole fucking Sonic parking lot would have jumped on my ass if I would have defended myself against that girl. So didn't do it. So anyway, this guy's out for like the next 4 minutes of this video. He is fucking out because they stomped his head in. And since we're talking about racism today, here's another racist bitch. These kids are just literally sitting over in this yard minding their own business, and this woman just walks up to them and starts being incredibly racist to them for no reason. Let's have a look.
Knock it off.
Knock
because
what
she
off?
knows your fucking name.
What's my name?
Please just go back to the pool. You're drunk.
She's drunk. Please record her. Record. Oh, don't touch me.
Yo, just go.
We're going back. We're going to Mary's right now. All I'm doing is taking a hamburger and soda over to a freaking lifeguard.
So go
Right
ahead. Yes, why are you bothering us?
Yes.
We're not doing nothing to
We
you.
were just standing
You
there,
came
we're
up to
all on
us.
each other phones, texting, and you just came and bothered us.
Why are you doing this shit?
Because a fly just went in my eye. What the fuck is your problem?
Because I don't
She's
need no
crazy.
fucking gangs around here.
There's no gang.
Bitch!
Thanks, James. that
Gangs
Definitely
around
I
here.
got grandchildren. I don't need anybody hurting them.
All right.
You're crazy, man.
You're
I'm
drunk.
crazy.
Yes.
I'm protective.
You're
drunk.
crazy. You should not
Look
go
at her-
home.
look at
Don't
her
watch
eyes.
no more TV.
Yes.
Do not watch the news. Please don't hit me. Yeah. Back up, man.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'm not gonna do
I'm
nothing.
not afraid.
I'm not afraid either.
I'm a school bus driver. I'm not afraid.
What are you gonna do to me? As she's walking towards him and he's steadily backing up. What are you gonna do to me? I'm not afraid of you. You're the one fucking harassing him, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you gonna? What's it gonna do to you? Some crazy ass racist shit right here, man. I don't want no gangs in my neighborhood. They're literally just sitting over there on their phone. You think they're gang members because they're a group of black kids. Like, you literally think every black person is a gang. And they're handling this so well. They're laughing at it and they're like, don't watch TV, ma'am. TV is not doing you any good. You obviously think black people are all gang members and all violent criminals. Please stop. That's exactly how you respond to these people. I love these kids. This is 100% the way you do this, people. When these people come up to you, bring out your phones, record them, and just be very cool and laugh at them, and they'll do a good enough job of making themselves look stupid and like the bad guys, where you don't have to do anything except for, just be cool about it. Let's keep watching.
That's good. That's good
Because
for
you know what?
That's good for you.
I'm right here.
I see you. Back up, man. Back up.
Knock it off.
Back up.
Stay away from the Highlands.
I live in the Highlands.
You live.
I live in the Highlands.
Where do you live in the Highlands?
None of your business.
It's none of my business.
Yes.
But you think we too black to be living over there?
Please
No,
go.
absolutely not.
Yes,
All right,
exactly
so-
what
I
you
have
think.
2 grandchildren that are black.
All right. So why you keep messing with us?
I'm asking you.
Asking us what?
Why are you giving me a problem?
You came up to us and gave us a problem. You started this whole
You were
thing.
posing for pictures,
So what?
and somebody
God.
keeps breaking the damn basketball net.
All right.
That- we
ask your
bought that
neighbor?
net.
Have you ever asked your neighbor Brian?
Yeah, he be doing crazy
Have you
stuff.
ever asked him, Brian? You know he be shooting BB guns and shit. Why do you ask us? Because we're black.
You're on film.
I'm
with
on
that.
film doing what? What?
You're the one.
Crazy ass. Go to
She-
the
You're the
pool.
one.
crazy.
Go to the
You're
pool.
the one.
And I'm telling the lifeguard there's flies on that burger.
Now I know.
Probably won't. Yo, you need some
Don't-
bass?
Hey, listen to me right now. Stay away from me.
You
Stay
stay
away
away
from
from
us.
us. You came up to us.
Stay away from the pool.
You came up to us.
I'm vice president here, and I'd like to walk on the green belt.
Oh my dick.
Anyway, good lord. Just outright fucking in your face racism. Leave me alone when she's walking up to them. It's like, I'm sorry, black people. Really. I know that I should have to apologize on behalf of white people, but good lord. What in the absolute fuck is happening? School bus driver. Yeah, I know. That explains it all. You drive a school bus. You can't be racist. Back up, bitch. I know. She's totally stupid and useless. Agreed. North Highland, Sacramento. Don't know what that is, but I guess that's a hoity-toity area. I'm telling the lifeguard, there's flies on that burger. Yeah, they handled it really well. I like that. So next up, I am no car expert, but dude, what in the fuck is wrong with your car? Yeah, that's not what you want. Yeah, okay. There's some major problems going on here, dude. I'm not sure that's salvageable.
Huh?
How the fuck did Mount Vesuvius get in your fucking car?
Yeah, good one.
I've made volcanoes like that for school science projects. But holy shit. Yeah, I bet that burned the shit out of him. That's not what you want. And, you guys like redneck rap? I don't
You got a
think.
sexy body, just get muddy and shake it, shout it, crunk in the mud, slap, getting drunk, dirty, dancing, kicking up mud. Big truck, big tires, slanging mud to the sky.
So classy, isn't it? Slanging mud to the sky. All right, let's rag on this guy for 1 second. Let's play this, turn down a little bit, and let's just talk about this. Okay, so, first off, yeah, I don't want to body shame, but did he just say he had a nice body or something? Let me listen to that again. Or is he talking about the girl?
You got a sexy body, just
You got a sexy body. Okay, good he wasn't talking about himself. But look at these trashy ass This deer with a bunch of antlers. I don't even know what this is. This is some version of the American flag, and he got a cross on his chest. Just, oh God. Everything about this is bad.
Get muddy and shake it, shout it, crunk in the mud, slap, getting drunk, dirty, dancing, kicking up mud. Big truck, big ties.
Panty dropper. Oh my, don't you know that this dude dropped so many panties? Don't all you girls out there just want to fuck the shit out of this dude? So sexy right now. Power stroke. He is really good at sex, y'all. He gets all the ladies and yee, just stroking. That's right, I'm just stroking. That's what I be doing. I'm stroking. So, yeah, that's embarrassing, dude. Leave that fucking country rap to that black dude. What is his name? The one that's got the #1 single of all time now. Nas, Little Nas, Country Nas, Cowboy Nas, whatever the fuck his name is. Leave that shit to him, dude, because you can't pull it off, that's for sure. And, let's go on a safari, they said. It'll be amazing, they said. Let's bring the kids, they said. But, yeah, this elephant pissed the fuck off. This elephant like, oh, hell no, you didn't just drive your old big-ass fucking van up into my shit. You better run, sluts. And he chasing them, and looks like the guy's backing up. This guy just backing up, because his mama taught him good. Yeah, keep on backing it up. He doing a pretty good job, but how can he see with all those people behind him? I don't even get it. But he's doing a pretty good job trying to go after this elephant, but that's some scary shit. Definitely no one. Like, turn around, motherfucker, go forward. Drive! Yep, that's scary. So stay away from Africa, because you don't belong there. That is the moral of this story. Animals will fuck you up, dude. You don't want none. And if you guys ever want to know what it's like to live in Mississippi, it's sort of like this. Here's a local liquor store in the South.
Michelle at Sal's Party Store, baby. I got this shit fucking. I'm gonna show my buddy. We're just on Newburgh. Ooh.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no,
Wow.
you didn't.
I can't believe no chicks fight Michelle, dude. They usually run from her.
Hold my purse. Hold my purse.
That chick's the fuck out of here. That chick's smart, dude.
Yep.
Michelle will fuck her up.
That chick should have run. She didn't run in
She's
time,
running,
so
Michelle.
now
Holy shit.
she gonna get you to the
Holy
sunroof.
shit, dude.
That's how Southern girls are.
Oh my-
They don't
she went
fucking
to
play.
The fucking sunroof.
Yep.
Oh
Gonna
my
get you
god.
to
Dude,
the
this is
sunroof.
fucking great. Oh, she's punching her.
Should have drove the fuck off. Why didn't you drive off?
Wow.
I gonna go and try to get her. Open your door up. No, I ain't open my door up. You beating on me to the sunroof. And now, look at all these really classy
Shit,
people
dude.
at the liquor store. At the liquor store. Yep, that's what it's like at the liquor store in the
Oh, this is
South.
fucking great.
Yep. Suboptimal. That is the word I want to use here. And we're going to make fun of Trumpers a little bit more in a minute, but this is sort of a little bit of old video, but it's also fucking hilarious to watch these Trumpers and watch the cognitive dissonance in their mind and watch them get called out for it right to their fucking face. Great video. Let's watch it.
Important to believe in, to have respect for everyone's religion.
So you respect Christianity?
I do.
Judaism?
Yes.
Islam?
No. A female has more hormones.
You have to have respect for everybody's religion. Do you respect Islam? Nope, of course not. Why the fuck would I? Let me try to work that one out.
A female has more hormones. She could start a war in 10 seconds.
Haven't all wars been started by men?
Yes.
Yes, real quietly. Yes, but that doesn't matter. If it was women, there'd be more wars. It'd be even worse. I mean, yeah, there's been tons of wars, and there's pretty much not a single time period throughout all of history where there hasn't been a war going on, but if it was women, it'd be way worse. They'd be killing everybody in the streets. God damn it, people. Self-hating women. This is what it's like to be a conservative woman, a conservative Christian woman.
Do you think a gay couple should have the same rights as a...
No, I don't. I really don't. I don't think it's fair.
To the gay couple?
The regular couple, they work so hard, and the gay couple, they want more.
When you say more, do you mean equal?
Yeah, they want equal.
And that's just too much.
Yeah.
Straight couples work so hard. What are you talking about? What do they work hard for? The gay couples didn't work hard for. This doesn't make any sense. It's just, you're a bigot. Just say you're a bigot. Quit trying to make up fucking excuses for being a bigot. Just own it.
Yeah.
We treat women with respect here.
Yes, we do.
That's an American ideal.
Yeah.
Tell me about your shirt. What's it say?
It says, Hillary sucks, but not like Monica.
Hilarious. So we were talking about treating women with respect.
It's an American ideal that we treat women with respect.
You gotta give me the back of that shirt one more time. That's too much fun.
Trump that bitch!
We don't even see the irony.
We don't even see the irony. Doing it right to their face. Gotta respect woman, but Trump that bitch. Like, good Lord. How do these people not see what a fucking caricature of themselves that they are? Just hard to believe that these people are in charge of fucking everything in this goddamn country. And, brings me to my next question. Dude, where's your neck?
Yeah, because you don't know how to use a phone.
I don't like to body shame people.
I don't got to.
Okay. Usually not my thing, but, dude, where's your neck? Like, his chin goes into his, but that's not his neck. That's just the rest of his head. His head, I don't even, and why does he wear a shirt that has the sleeves cut off of it like he's a big muscled up dude? Like, so many questions about this.
Keep talking.
He looks like a big bullfrog.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm not the one who doesn't have money.
Get out from behind that fucking cage. Mike, you're...
Why he acting tough? Why you acting tough, man? You ain't fucking tough, dude. If that dude comes out by this cage, he gonna whoop your ass. There's nothing you can do about it. Good Lord.
Finished in business. Dave, you're fucking...
I'm showing this to the police, by the way. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, ooh, you know what the cops got to tell you? Still shut that works.
All right, go ahead. I'm calling the police on you, and I'm going to show them the video. And they're going to gladly be happy.
No one else show up tomorrow morning.
Go ahead. I'm going to show the police.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's perfect. Literally, that's beautiful. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Shove the fucking phone up your ass sideways.
Yep, okay. Police is going to see this. They're going to love this phone.
Have your store closed.
Oh, yeah. From who? You?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Kind of reminds me of the Bagel Boss dude. The little tiny Bagel Boss dude. We're going to show him later. But, yeah, just these chubby white dudes acting like they're fucking badass. I just don't understand it. And this is a perfect example of this. This white dude, I guess he's up in this black dude's house trying to start trouble with him. This is a black dude's yard. This white dude up in his face. And watch him. He says, the last thing the white dude says is, "You're scared." And watch this shit.
Now you got your audience. No, please stay. Please stay. I got every right to beat his ass right now. And he's drunk. And he's drunk.
Go
Now do
ahead.
something.
Do what the fuck you want to do, motherfucker. You scared as fuck.
You scared as fuck. Nope.
I told your bitch ass, nigga. I told your bitch ass,
He
nigga.
told you.
Now your bitch ass knocked
He
out.
told your bitch
What you
ass.
talking about, nigga?
The fuck are you talking
I told
about?
your ass, nigga.
He did tell you.
My
In his
kids right
defense.
here, bitch.
His kids are right there.
What you talking about?
What the fuck you talking
right
about?
here, nigga.
Yeah.
No.
Seriously, dude. No.
I told you.
He told him.
Fuck you talking about? Get in the room, dog.
Get in your room, girl. And this dude is
Come
fucked
record this bitch ass
up.
nigga on my porch. Get his ass off.
Come record this bitch on my porch. And this guy is fucked, man. I don't think I've ever seen anybody this hurt from a fight. He can't get up. So the rest of the video is just him trying to fucking get up and them trying to help him up. And like, he got stomped so fucking bad, he can't even fucking get up. They making fun of him. He's recording you. Now forever, for the rest of your life, you're going to be seen as a wuss dumbass that got the shit kicked at him so bad you can't even stand up. When you're trying to bully somebody, they fucking whooped you, you fat, tubby, white piece of shit. What was you thinking? He like a kid ain't walk, and the whole rest of this is just barely trying to make it down the stairs without falling down. Because he got fucked. So yeah, dude. Like, if you're a chubby, out of shape dude, maybe don't try to start fights with folks, you know? You shouldn't start fights with folks anyway, regardless. But especially if you're, like, out of shape and clearly you have no experience fighting. Why are you pretending you bad? You ain't bad. You like Michael Jackson bad, but that ain't real bad. All right? So anyway, that's the video section for the night. Hope you guys enjoyed that shit. I thought that was pretty good myself. Can't complain. What you guys got to say about it? Yeah, what's he talking about? No idea. Next video. Yep, next video. Could be thyroid. Maybe. Like, I don't mean to make fun of him, but, yeah, it's different body type. Definitely a different body type. You're allowed to body shame chuds. All right, maybe, but I don't usually like to body shame anybody. I usually like to attack them based on their ideas or their behavior and not, because people can't help usually what their bodies look like. I mean, you can work out and stuff, but you know what I mean. So I don't really like to do that. But if it's really unusual and it is a big dumbass like that, sometimes I make an exception. Typical deplorables, yeah. It's scary that people are so far out of touch like that. Men have hormones too, I know, right? Just different amounts. All right, let's check on the super chats. Late part of the show, super chats. That is some toxic masculinity. Good call on that one. Let's see what we got here. $20 from, or 20 DKK. Important question. Favorite Ninja Turtle? Oh my God, I have to go with Raphael because he's the first one that came to mind. So, why do Ninja Turtles wear masks? They're fucking turtles. They all look pretty much the same. It's not like anybody's gonna recognize them on the street. They live in the fucking sewers. You don't need that fucking mask. Take that shit off. Like, what is your secret identity under that mask? Is there a secret identity for Ninja Turtles? It don't make no sense. But anyway, thank you for that. Donkey Show gave me 200 Mexican, which is like $5 or something, I think. Anyway, daily reminder, Tim Pool is a dim tool. Thank you for that. Definitely true. Appreciate that. D-Dog does a 15, $5. Hey, guy with the Confederate flag, not actually Confed flag, belt buckle in my shop in Ireland. He didn't do anything, but just didn't expect it. In Ireland? Why the fuck are the Irish people wearing Confederate flags? That's some crazy ass shit. Should have asked him, dude, what's that? What's up with that? Are you some kind of secret racist redneck over here in Ireland? Thank you for that. Lane Diggity. Keep those videos coming, bro. I will do. I'll try to make sure that I have more video segments for you guys. They're pretty entertaining, I think, for the most part. It takes a long time to make a video segment, though. Like, I literally have to watch videos for like 10 hours. This is 10 hours worth of video watching. Like, you people have no clue how hard it is to put the show together. It takes a long fucking time to put every episode together, so. Please support the show if you can with more super chats. That would be nice. And, D-Doc says 15 says, remember what George Carlin said, the owner of the country want workers smart enough to do the work and just dumb enough to passively accept it. And that's true, right? Want to keep us dumbed down, the billionaires that own our country. That's why they pay millionaires to give us talking points and get us to vote against our own best interest. But hopefully society will wake up. I saw that Trump's last approval rating was really low. Although, not that that matters. I mean, nobody thought he was going to win the first time. So I'm cautiously optimistic, but not really that optimistic. Anyway. More super chats, please. And next up, let's talk about the Destiny thing. I talked about this on the Super Secret live stream, so if you guys already heard this, just bear with me. You know, we're going to talk about it in a little bit more detail and whatnot. So, I understand what Destiny is saying here, and I also disagree with it. Sort. I think the way he puts it is very cruel and is off-putting, and I think that let me just play what he said first, and then we'll comment on it. So I guess Destiny was debating with non-compete clause and his Asian girlfriend / friend. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or not, but it may be. And I read a bunch of comments, and a lot of people thought that non-compete had a few bad takes on shit, and a lot of people thought Destiny had a few bad takes on this. But the main bad take Destiny had, he took a lot of shit for. And I'm going to play the Destiny take that everybody's shitting on him for. You guys can make up your mind what you think about it.
My understanding of Vietnam, and then based on the other stories I've read there from bloggers that come from that country, usually say that like, oh yeah, like if you're like an outspoken critic of the government, especially like after 2017, that you can get like locked in jail, or people will like be there to intimidate you, or that you can have like these, like you'll get detained and you'll have these long waits for like pre-trial stuff where you won't get like.
This is Luna Nguyen, who's a Vietnamese YouTuber who makes political content with me on a daily basis, and criticizes the government.
And I have to tell you this, 99.9% of the news that you're reading about Vietnam in the Western newspaper and all kind of media, they are fake, okay? And then just don't trust them because
and I can give you
communist propaganda.
I can give you some specific examples that come up all the time. So, for instance, when the BBC reports on Vietnam, they will often say things like the government owns 100% of the land, which is not true.
That's not true at all.
They will say that like Christianity is illegal here. I've seen that in BBC articles.
That's not true.
That's a complete fabrication. You have to be careful about what you trust from the capitalist media when they talk about Vietnam.
So, and I remember that. Wait. I want to talk to you about this. When I remember that when you told me that there's no evidence of stable communist country in the world, and you know why? Because the capitalist country in the world fuck all us up.
I mean, even if that was true, that's not my fault that your economic system is too weak to resist outside pressure. If anything, that's another argument for capitalism. I'm sorry, like if your countries roll over because they can't defend themselves, that sounds like a good argument for my system.
Well,
I'm sorry,
but are you saying that they rolled over?
Wouldn't that just
didn't defend themselves against the United States?
I'm sorry.
Wouldn't that just
We are-
demonstrate that
we were
capitalism
weak.
had a head start, though? That wouldn't really demonstrate that.
Yeah,
that-
they had a head start, of course, because they imperialized Vietnam since the
Oh,
1800s.
I'm sorry that we were so weak that
So-
America bombed us to the Stone
EJ.
Age in the 60s and 70s. It's not perfect. Come on. But
no,
I'm sorry we're so weak that the American government bombed us into the Stone Age back in the 60s and 70s. So look, I talked about this in my last show, that I do understand what Destiny's saying here. Basically, he is saying that civilizations are almost like viruses, all right? And so you have this civilization over here that's like a virus, and this civilization like a virus. And this virus, because humanity is violent, that they always attack each other. So this civilization is likely to be attacked by this civilization. And so every civilization has to be able to have an ideology that allows it to stand on its own and defend itself, all right? And he's saying, well, my civilization obviously is strong enough to defend itself. So from a viral standpoint, if a virus is not strong enough to defend itself, it will get overtaken. So it has to be, and the fact that my country's strong and your country's not is more of a sign that, you know, my ideology is correct and yours is not. Obviously, this is problematic. This is sort of a might makes right issue in a way. Yeah, that's technically true, but at the same time, it's not a good thing that America went over and attacked Vietnam. It's not a good thing that we bomb other countries into the fucking Stone Age just because we're powerful. And pretending like this is a good thing or this is a behavior that should be applauded or like this makes us good for doing it seems very silly to me. So anyway, this take by Destiny did not get taken very well by people, especially on the BreadTube. You guys know about the BreadTube? BreadTube is like popular lefty Reddit subreddit that constantly posts shit. I'm not really a member of BreadTube because it's actually this is not BreadTube. This is something else, right? This is I guess America Johnson. I thought this was on BreadTube. Oh, this is BreadTube. All right. I'm not a member of BreadTube because like it's very clicky. There's only certain people that they'll actually post videos to. You kind of have to be almost like an approved member of the Cool Kids Club on BreadTube. So I ain't a member and don't want to be a member because it's all clicky and shit. But anyway, they was mad as fuck at Destiny. They're like, holy shit, those comments from Destiny were way worse than I was expecting. I had to pause for a minute and take a breather. And it's not my fault your system is too weak to handle outside pressure because that's such a piss-poor understanding of history. For a little while, I was hopeful that Destiny might eventually move further left, but this cemented it as a big nope. And then everybody's like shitting on Destiny. This whole thing's basically just everybody mad at Destiny. Destiny making a lot of enemies in the left-wing community and whatnot. But anyway, isn't his audience not like 90% teenage gamer boys? Like, who sits and watches Destiny unironically? Destiny is very dangerous. He basically Ben Shapiro now. He and his audience are pathological in their tendency to discount any opinion or feeling that's not immediately attached to a fucking bar graph or pie chart. Anyway, people mad. That's what the takeaway from this is. And like, I understand like what he's saying, and I don't completely agree with it. But I think for the most part, I probably agree with Destiny on most of the things he says. Like, I've heard him say, not everything. But I get where he's coming from a lot of times. So, but like, I also take everything I say with a grain of salt because I am not all that familiar with Destiny's material. I'm just not. So my opinion should not be taken very seriously on this issue. But your opinion should. So you guys let me know what you think about this. Was Destiny right? Are the people that are mad at him right? And there are some, and to be completely fair, there were some bad takes, apparently, from Non-Compete, who was the guy he was debating. He had some bad takes about racism and how racism will be wiped out by communism or whatever. Or if capitalism was ended, racism would be ended. And I didn't show that. So I cherry-picked something bad that Destiny said, and I didn't cherry-pick. I didn't show you the same bad thing that the other guy said. So it's slanting the entire thing to one side. So I want you guys to be, cognizant of that. I want to be upfront with you about that. Both sides had their problems in this debate, apparently. So what do you guys got to think? We lost Vietnam. We did lose Vietnam, but we also, that's true, but we did kick the shit out of them. It's not like they came over to our country and bombed us or did really anything to us that hurt us, except for kill our service members that were over there on their country. So show it. I don't have it queued up, so I can't show it. So sorry. I didn't do a good enough job with giving you both sides of the issue. I just slanted it towards one side so you hate Destiny, because I hate Destiny and want you guys to hate him too. And I'm just kidding. I just showed you guys that because it was the more controversial thing, and it wasn't everybody was talking about. The other thing is something not everybody was talking about, so I just went with the more, I guess what people would be more interested in. Did we already forget who won the Vietnam War? I have not. I was married to a Vietnamese woman for 18 years, and her father fought for our side in the Vietnam War, and then when we lost the Vietnam War, they had to hide out in a ambulance full of dead bodies in order to go out to the ocean and get on a boat and like sneak over to our country. So I heard about that shit a whole fucking bunch. I am really, really cognizant of what happened in the Vietnam War, and it wasn't amazing, needless to say. But what else you guys got to say about this? The VC took Saigon, the capital. True that. The Vietnamese kicked the absolute living shit out of the U.S. They did, but we did, like, we Agent Oranged them. We set them economically back hugely. We really did not do very good things for their country with that, did we? Destiny sucks. Okay. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with them, so I'm not going to have too much of an opinion about it. I'm just presenting to you what's controversial on the Twitters. And that's my job. Let me read, see if there's any new super chats. Nope, no new super chats. We slow on the super chats tonight, but that's okay, folks. It don't matter. I'm not going to bitch about anything. I'm just going to take it as it come and build this stuff up and ride the wheels, ride it till the wheels fall off. It's all good to me. All right, next up, let's see what we got here. Oh, God. It's just the GOP, man. It's all they fucking say. It's a mental health issue. So now they're going on fucking Fox News. This is the #1 news channel on the goddamn planet. How is this possible? And they're saying that universal health care would actually make the mental health of people worse. Somehow. Like, how the fuck is making healthcare free for everybody so people have access, all people of all income brackets have access to mental health, going to make mental health worse in this country? So they're literally telling us that the problem is not guns. The problem is with all these mass shootings, it's mental health. But the one thing that would actually help mental health the most is giving everybody universal health care where they have free access would actually hurt mental health care and make more mass shootings. It's like so unbelievably crazy. But anyway, let's have a listen.
They're going to get caught. There are cameras everywhere. Someone saw something. You can't just walk in with this big thing and put 2 of them down and not get caught. But you mentioned mental illness, and the president talked about that last night, and he said, you know, we have a problem. He said, I have the quote because I thought it was great. He says, it's not the gun that pulls the trigger. It's the person holding the gun. He did say he wants to focus on mental illness and get treatment, but he also wants to uphold the Second Amendment.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think he's absolutely right. And if you look at, we're from Wausau, Wisconsin, and if you look at the mental health options that people have, there's not enough mental health providers. They don't get reimbursed enough. Not enough people are going into mental health. It's a huge problem that we have in the country. And if we could get people the treatment they need earlier, I think we'd see less of these horrible incidents.
And I would just say Medicare for All is going to make that worse, by the way. You're going to have less reimbursements for people in the mental health profession.
Bullshit.
And we already have a shortage of that. So if you're worried about mental health, which we should be, and in light of all these events that we're seeing, then we really should consider what will Medicare for All do to our mental health services in the United States.
Yes, let's look at every other first world country on the goddamn planet. Every other first world country on the planet has universal health care. They all have better access to mental health than we do. What the fuck are these people even talking about? They're literally using mass shootings to try to scare people into having universal health care. One of the things our country needs the most. Just fucking shameless. This is evil. People get mad at me all the time for calling things evil. But fuck, how can you not call this evil? 45,000 people die every year in this country due to lack of health care. How many of these people who are mentally ill would have got treatment if we had better treatment and do a socialized medicine? I mean, tons of them. It's just, folks, it's just fucking nuts that this is the #1 news channel in the world right now. This is where we live. This is why I don't take things very seriously anymore. This is why I just can't. It's just too fucking absurd to take seriously. The things that are popular, the people that are popular are fucking morons and idiots and spread lies. And for the most part, the people that are telling the truth and try and get shit on, right? So how can you take that seriously? You just gotta laugh it off and go about your life. And speaking of total jokes, Paul Joseph Watson is all fucking pissed off. He's triggered. Imagine if a fucking liberal was triggered over a kid like this. He'd be making fun of them. Look how triggered they are. Look how triggered. But, you know, they are the snowflakes they have been waiting for. A 16-year-old autistic Swedish girl. What the fuck does her being autistic have anything to do with anything? What's wrong with being autistic? I'm autistic. Fuck you. A 16-year-old autistic Swedish girl lecturing men not to drive fast cars and to recycle jam jars. Instead, on the front page of men's magazines is surely peak masculinity. It is. Being comfortable with this, being comfortable with a girl on the cover of GQ magazine is actually peak masculinity. Because true masculinity is about being comfortable with yourself and not being intimidated by women or girls, little girls. Only somebody who's incredibly fucking insecure would be bothered by this. But here's the thing. Why is Paul Joseph Watson an expert on masculinity? Why is he the one that goes around and preaches to us all about what it's like to be masculine? This guy is one of the least masculine people on the planet. Like, literally. This guy could shave his face and wear drag, and he could be fucking beautiful. Look at those fucking DSLs, man. Like, it's just ridiculous. But, like I said, it's a joke, folks. It's all a joke. We live in a fucking parody, and none of it's meant to be taken seriously, because these are the people that thrive in this society. These are people that are rewarded from this. The fucking snowflakes who claim everybody else are snowflakes are who are rewarded continuously. So don't take it seriously. And I talked about this a little bit on the super secret live stream, but apparently Jessica Yaniv, the nightmare trans woman from Canada who is suing to have her private areas waxed. Good Lord, this person is such a fucking train wreck in every way a human being could be a train wreck. I've been speaking out about her, and pretty much every other trans activist I've seen out there has been speaking out against her, because she is, like I've said, a total nightmare for everything the trans community stands for. But apparently she doxed Blair White and put out Blair White's address and shit, which, look, I can't stand fucking Blair White, but holy fucking shit, what a piece of garbage. You would have to literally be such a... And not just a piece of garbage, like, probably should be put in jail, maybe. Because that is putting Blair White in danger and shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. But apparently she admitted it. She wrote this public statement and admitted that what she did. This is what Jessica Yaniv said. Hey, everyone. I realize I promised I would be staying off social media, but this message is worth your time. I want to publicly apologize to Blair White. I have seen the posts Blair made about me releasing her address, and the posts she made are pretty much correct. The producer I am working with did get on a three-way call with Blair, and he insisted that I do the right thing. I did come clean to Blair, and I did tell her I was sorry. What I did was terrible. Blair posted on social media that she was scared, and she told me on a three-way call with the producer that she was scared a second time. I know what it's like to be scared. In fact, I know what it's like to have my address leaked as well. I hated it, and I am really disappointed in myself for my actions. The transgender community needs to stick together. Yeah, right. If you wanted to help the trans community, you would disappear forever. I'm not saying kill yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying delete all your social media accounts, stop all your lawsuits immediately, and never be seen again in public unless somebody recognizes you and recorded you. But not by your own accord ever be seen again. Because you are causing more harm to the transgender community than Blair White ever dreamed of. Seriously, Blair White is a fucking dream compared to you. So immediately cease all activities on the internet and otherwise if you want to help the trans community, Jessica Yaniv. Anyway, this was just a self-serving apology. But everybody by now should know that this person is complete fucking trash. And when you make me stand up for Blair White over you, you know you're fucked up, right? And next up, oh God, did you guys see? Oh, this is another one. This is something that's going around apparently. You guys should be cognizant of. This is how fucking big a piece of shit they are on 4chan. So now on 4chan, the new hoax they're doing is they're trying to connect the Confederate flag with trans activism. They're trying to make people think that the trans community has adopted the Confederate flag for some reason. This is what Femme Thursday said. So I've been alerted to people making fake accounts with the purpose of associating trans people and symbols with white supremacy. One of them tagged me. There's a whole thread on 4chan about this operation. Be aware and report any of these accounts you see. And you see these fake accounts. I heard a fellow trans rights activist. I hope they share the same good conservative views I do. After coming out, I decided to make this account. I am proud anti-Antifa, neo-Nazi, conservative trans woman. And so anyway, these people are such giant pieces of shit that they want to make trans people's lives even harder than they already are, right? This is what 4chan does. They just sit around and they think, how can we be bigger pieces of shit? Because it's a game. Whoever is the most giant piece of shit wins. That's what they do, right? And so now it's like, well, let's take the most vulnerable class in society, the ones that are killing themselves the most, the ones that are demonized the most and shit on the most, and let's make people hate them even more by associating them with white supremacy. But hopefully all of you will see right through this shit, and hopefully you guys will see this as the toxic troll culture that it actually is. But this is why I fight it, folks. This is why I stand up against it, because these people are actually trying to cause harm to the most vulnerable class in our society, and fuck everything about that shit, right? And let's talk about PragerU and their unassailable logic. You can't be anti-Israel and not be anti-Semitic. That's like saying you love Italians but hate Italy and wish to see it destroyed. It's plain and simple. Oh God, it's so fucking stupid. And a secular talk with a great rebuttal. You can't be anti-Saudi Arabia and not be Islamophobic. That's like saying you love Italians but hate Italy and wish to see it destroyed. It's plain and simple. It's just so fucking stupid, folks. You can criticize the Israeli government and not fucking hate Jews. It's like you can criticize fucking the American government and not hate Americans. What the fuck? I criticize the American government all the time. You think I hate fucking Americans? Of course not. The Israeli government does tons of shit that's horrible and cruel and racist. And they should be called out for it, right? It's a human rights violation what they do to Palestine a lot of times. It definitely should be called out for it. And so basically conservatives are doing exactly what they accuse liberals and lefties of doing. Calling people racist and anti-Semites in order to shut up criticism. It's 100% exactly what they accuse the other side of doing. But like, you know, where's Tim Pool to call this out, right? Where's all the fucking Sargons and Paul Joseph Watsons to call it out when the right does it? Nowhere. They're fucking nowhere to be seen because, as I always say, there's a different set of rules. They don't really care about the truth. All they care is about spreading a one-sided narrative to make you hate the left and hate immigrants and to try to make the left look bad. And it's very transparent and very obvious, but it's very effective, unfortunately, because we have so many goddamn idiots in this world. And speaking of which, Donald Trump is encouraging Israel not to let 2 American representatives into our country. It would show great weakness if Israel allowed Representative Omar and Representative Tlaib to visit. They hate Israel and all Jewish people. Oh my God, like he's literally going to get these people killed by posting these lies. Clearly, these 2 representatives do not hate Israel and Jewish people. What the fuck? How is this the leader of the free world? And there is nothing that can be said or done to them to change their minds. Minnesota and Michigan will have a hard time putting them back in office. They are a disgrace. The pot calling the kettle black a little bit there, isn't it? But anyway, just strange to see our president try to talk another country and not letting representatives of our government in our country, right? And I had another one I was going to talk about that was related to that, but I guess it'll come up in a minute. It's not in order for some reason. But I talked about this a little bit last night on the Super Secret live stream, or day for yesterday, rather. Can you imagine if Obama said exactly the fucking same thing Trump is going to say right here? Can you imagine Obama saying that he wasn't even going to follow due process? He's going to take people's guns first and then maybe follow due process later. Can you imagine the outrage? They would literally be in the streets right now protesting in Washington with their AKs in their back, with their AR-15s on their back. They'd be marching down the fucking streets, but it's Trump, and it's not even a blip on the conservative radar because it's a completely different set of rules. Listen and just imagine if Obama said these words.
If an individual is reported to be a potential danger to themselves or others, allow due process so that no one's rights are trampled, but the ability to go to court, obtain an order, and then collect not only the firearms but any weapons in the possession of that individual.
Or might take the firearms first and then go to court, because that's another system. Because a lot of times by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case that just took place in Florida. He had a lot of firearms. They saw everything. To go to court would have taken a long time. So you could do exactly what you're saying, but take the guns first, go through due process second.
If an individual is reported to be a potential...
Literally, Fox News will be talking about this 24 hours. It will be a Fox News alert. President Obama says he's going to take your guns without due process. They will be talking about it nonstop. It would never fucking end. It will be on every fucking program. But Trump says it, not even a fucking mention, people. It's just so bizarre, the different set of rules we live in and how obvious it is, but how it doesn't matter because of how tribalized our society is. And you guys might have seen this. Oh, this is another one I talked about. I guess I'll... Oh, shit, we're an hour and 40 minutes. I guess I'll skip this one, but I talked about this one a little bit last night about how sad these people are. Because you know all that's going through their head is, look, I'm going to trigger the liberals. I'm going to trigger them with my Trump fucking cape and my Trump shirt. And they just want to feel powerful so bad. Like, this guy's obviously an incel loser. Obviously, he probably doesn't have a lot of friends or a lot of female attention. So he wants to feel power. He's not, like, obviously strong. He's not an athlete. but he just wants to feel like he has some kind of control in society, some kind of power. So all these kids got that are like this are like, well, maybe I can make people mad. Maybe I can upset people, and upsetting people gives me power over them. Look, you're upset. I'm so powerful, but it's not. It's not like we're not triggered or upset with you. We're just like sad for you. I mean, I'm triggered, like I said in the Super Secret live stream. I'm triggered over what you're doing, exactly the same as I'd be if you came into my living room and you took a shit on my carpet. Okay? I'm not triggered by it. I'm just disgusted, and it's obvious you have some kind of mental illness, some kind of mental deficiency. And I'm more than happy to talk to you about getting you treatment for that mental illness as soon as you clean up the shit you made on my floor, you know? But it's just real sad, you know? Just people are just, I feel bad for them. And here's Bernie letting them fucking have it. We're talking about, you know, well, Bernie said it perfectly, right? Do you think it's a coincidence that the racist manifesto of the El Paso shooter echoes Trump's language of invasion and infestation of immigrants? I don't. Real Donald Trump is fanning the flames of white supremacy. We must stop it. And he absolutely is. There's no way you can watch this and you can not say to yourself, well, the El Paso shooter and many of the people I've showed in videos who have been racist towards brown people are echoing his words exactly. There is no fucking doubt he is influencing and encouraging white supremacy in this country. Have a look.
I am concerned about the rise of any group of hate, whether it's white supremacy. I am very concerned about it. These are savage killers. My administration believes our cities should be safe havens for Americans, not sanctuaries for criminals.
If you listen to the rhetoric from the president, you would think that every person of color is somehow a gang member or ready to rape and to kill and to plunder. And that's simply not the case. But it's good politically, however. It's very useful for autocrats to demonize and project all these social ills upon the other.
When you have 15,000 people marching up, you have 2 or 3 border security people. How do you stop these people? You can't. There's no... That's only in the panhandle you can get away with that statement.
A spike in hate crimes across the country since Election Day, with more than 400 incidents reported in the last week.
He has to understand that when you talk about invasions and hordes of people, and when you talk about Mexicans as criminals and rapists, and the country under siege.
These countries send up their worst.
You have unstable people who are going to see that as a sign that they have got to take up arms and do the horrific things that we just saw in El Paso.
I'm going to be signing a national emergency because we have an invasion of drugs, invasion of gangs, invasion of people, and it's unacceptable.
We see today white nationalism as a rising threat around the world. I don't really. I think it's a small group of people.
Look, and it gives me no pleasure to say this, but I think all of the evidence out there suggests that we have a president who is a racist, who is a xenophobe, who appeals and is trying to appeal to white nationalism.
I mean, 100% correct. His rhetoric is exactly being repeated and parroted by these people. When you tell people that they're invaders who are coming in, who are rapists and killers or murderers, and you have a cult-like following like Trump does, most of which are of low-educated people, obviously that's going to cause some of them to believe you and be like, oh my God, I got to stop this invasion. My president wants me to do something about it, which is exactly what the fuck is happening, folks. It's just, how is this real life? This is our fucking president, man. How? What happened to this goddamn country? Speaking of which, like, literally, Trump made the same gesture playing golf with John Daly as he did during his photo op with a baby whose parents were just murdered by a mass shooter who took cues from his rhetoric. I mean, look. It's just, how is this? I'm actually kind of starting to believe David Icke, that lizard men are in charge of the world, because these people are like lizard people who are just trying to pretend to be human. It's so obvious, it seems like, but God damn it, how could this be real? It's so fucking frustrating. And speaking of which, something Catalina sent me, and I don't know if you guys saw this one, but basically Trump was at one of his rallies and he turned around And he thought this one guy was protesting. It was actually some other people that were protesting, not this guy. This guy was actually ripping signs down from protesters because he's a piece of shit. But he saw this guy, a guy who looks like he's thinner than Trump is, and Trump basically says the guy's fat and needs to work out. But it turns out the guy he was fucking making fun of was a Trump supporter. And they asked the guy's like, oh, I don't care, I love Trump, he's the greatest guy in the world. Literally fucking called you out, called you fat wrongly, and still loves him no matter what the fuck he does. Let's see if there's a... Let's see if the video was on this link, where I can show you guys exactly what Trump said. Yeah, here we go.
That guy's got a serious weight problem. Go home, start exercising. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Kick him out. No free speech for you. But I mean, so many things wrong with this. First of all, fat shaming. Our president is literally fat shaming people on national television, so that's amazing. And he's literally fat shaming people who are thinner than he is. What in the fuck? And then he's literally fat shaming people that are his own supporters. The dude loves him. But like, it's a cult, folks. It's a cult because they asked the guy. I'll show you. They asked the fucking guy about this. Here's what he said.
The president addresses a protester. These things happen at the rallies. Protester was being dragged out. The president said, hey, you're overweight. You need to go home and exercise. Well, turns out that wasn't a protester. It was a guy named Frank Dawson, 31 years in law enforcement in U.S. Navy, retired. And we have an exclusive interview. We talked to him afterwards. Here's what Frank Dawson said. Listen. Turns out he was talking to you.
He was, because he didn't see me rip the signs away from those three people that were sitting near us. And they were trying to cause a ruckus, and they jumped up and they started yelling something. I don't even care what they were yelling, but it wasn't going to happen beside me because I'm trying to listen to my president. But I think he thought I was part of it, but I wasn't. I was the good part of it.
What did he say to you?
He said, hey, that guy needs to lose a little weight. Everything's good. I love the guy. He's the best thing that ever happened in this country.
God, like, just... I'm not suicidal, folks, but like things like this, a little bit, it's like, I wonder what a bullet would taste like. Probably like irony or some shit, but not gonna do that. But holy fuck, it's a cult, dudes. It's a cult. Can literally call the guy fat, and he's like, it's my president. He thought I was a part of the bad side of it, but I was a part of the good side of it that was ripping down signs and trying to steal these people's free speech. That makes me a hero. It's just, god damn it. These are the people in charge of everything, and it's maddening as fuck. So we got another 10 minutes. Let's see. Got a lot to cover in 10 minutes. Let me see. Well, I might skip over that one. Oh, yeah, this is the one I was looking for earlier. This is AOC giving a shout-out to Bernie Sanders, who is standing up to Trump for trying to convince Israel not to let our representatives into their country, and Bernie Sanders ain't fucking playing. He's like... if Israel doesn't want members of the United States Congress to visit their country, maybe they can respectively decline the billions of dollars that we give to Israel. Yeah, that's right. We're literally giving these people billions and billions and billions of years. But basically, obviously, I know they're supposed to buy weapons with that, mostly U.S. weapons with that. But we're basically subsidizing them. And the money that we're giving them to buy weapons with, they would have to buy these weapons anyway with their own money if we weren't subsidizing them. So it doesn't matter what supposedly they're buying the money we give them with for. Really, you can look at it as subsidizing their health care. Israel has universal health care. And so the people in this country, including the president, would rather us give billions of dollars to Israel, in which they can use to subsidize their weapons things and use their, the money they save to spend for health care on their own citizens, than they do for us to have health care for our citizens. So everybody that sits there and says, America first, we got to look at America first, that's not what they really believe, these conservatives. They believe Israel first. They literally believe it's better for Israel to have billions of dollars a year and have universal health care than they give the health care to our own people over here. That's the way conservatives are. They have no allegiance to this country whatsoever. And Bernie's fucking standing up to them. And AOC is giving a shout out to Bernie for standing up to him. And I'm here for it all fucking week. Thank you. Thank God we have big name politicians who are actually willing to stand up against this idiocy and call it out, because it's really frustrating. And also AOC called out Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, I talked about this on the Super Secret live stream. I'm sure you guys have seen this by now. I guess I'll play it real quick. I'll just play the beginning of this clip for you guys. But Ben Shapiro got murdered by everybody for this stupid bullshit, and he should have.
Well, the fact is that if you had to work more than one job to have a roof over your head or food on the table, you probably shouldn't have taken the job that's not paying you enough. That'd be a you problem.
That's also a you problem. Why didn't you take the really good job that paid you a shitload of money? Why don't you choose to have a really high-paying job that you love? What is wrong with you? Just get more money, poor people. It's so simple. But obviously, I don't even have to explain why this is stupid. Everybody knows why this is stupid. Everybody's been shitting on him, and even AOC shit on him. One of the most manipulative tactics plutocrats use is convincing people that the systemic issues we face are a character flaw instead of a policy flaw. Working people aren't dumb or inferior, nor are they why insulin costs $300 or huge co-pays, starvation wages, or not, huge companies pay starvation wages. Corruption is exactly right, man. Like, what the fuck, Ben Shapiro? Shit. But, you know, that's what happens, like she says, in a plutocratic society. We have billionaires paying millionaires to give stupid talking points to poor people so that they vote against their own best interests. And that's exactly what Ben Shapiro is. He's a guy that works for the Koch brothers. He's a guy that works for PragerU, who is owned by a hate preacher who teaches that homosexuality is the same as bestiality and pedophilia, a fracking billionaire. He is just a mouthpiece for right-wing propaganda. And he's a millionaire. Yay! He's rewarded heavily for it because life is amazing, isn't it? Shitheads. And I guess we'll talk real quick about the Cat Black controversy that happened yesterday. Cat Black was canceled by some people. I don't know if you guys know who Cat Black is, but she's a popular trans... I don't want to call her a trans activist because she doesn't like that word. Trans YouTuber. So I guess... Excuse me. I guess she was having this... conversation with this guy and about trans being cool, and I guess this kid is having a real hard time with being trans, which I totally understand, man. I can totally understand, especially in our society, why being trans would be very, very hard on you and might make you suicidal. And I am working, a lot of other people are working to try to help change things in society to make it easier for you, even though I know, like, there's only so much we can do. Being born in what you feel is the wrong body, there's only so much outside society can do about that. But there are lots of things we can do to make your life easier and make you more accepted and loved and feel better. But I definitely understand why you might have suicidal feelings or feel bad about it. And so she was, this person, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's I don't know what their pronouns are. But they were basically talking about how it's not cool to be transgender, how it's ugly because they feel like women commit suicide. So they said, being trans is cool. No, it's not. It's ugly, basically what they're saying. And so Cat Black said, being trans is the coolest thing you can be. On the scale of cool, trans is at the top. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Stop being such a fucking hipster. And this person says, I'm going to fucking kill myself because I'm not cis. This is not cool. I am 14 and I am so fucking close to ending my life so fucking early because I'm trans. I'm a trans individual. Me hating the fact the community I live in thinks I am a freak who deserves to die does not make me a hipster. And Cat Black responds, put me in the will, kid. And so obviously this got retweeted everywhere. Cat Black got shit on all day for this. People were calling her cruel and like she's encouraging this kid to commit suicide. Now, she's apologized for this left and right and all over the place. She says that she thought he was trolling, and so she was just trolling him back. But I guess she has since then reached out and tried to apologize to him and try to make it up to him, and I'll show you a little bit. She's posted about this several times. She says, I'm not going to tweet about this all day. I do not care if the trans community forgives me for this. That is not my interest. I was wrong. I misread the situation. I've addressed this several times already. I don't see that as productive, and I'm not interested in the performance. And she also said, she said a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to read everything she said. Like, she put tons and tons of things about it. But this is something I actually do agree with her when she says, and this is why I really dislike this shit. Not because it's bothering me, but because this is all fake pearl clutching. You don't really care about a suicidal teenager. Have you eagerly bring up a trans suicide statistic to shame people out of transitioning? Stop pretending. And a lot of these people are posting this to take shots at Cat Black because they know she's part of the left-wing trans community. And a lot of people like Blair White are using this as a cudgel to cut her with. How much they really care about this trans kid, and I don't know. I guess I'm not inside their head. Maybe they do really care, but I do think they're using this as a tool against her. But obviously, what she said was really bad, really suboptimal. And I guess if her apology is good enough for you, that's an individual thing. I still like Cat Black. I think what she said was dumb, but. And I was talking about the Bagel Boss earlier. You guys know the Bagel Boss? This is what is his name? Chris something. I can't remember what his last name is, but this is the guy that went viral after he started trouble in a bagel store because he thought they were being rude to him because he was short. Anyway, this guy's totally an MRA, totally misogynist, and he is definitely playing up his 15 minutes of fame. Now he is making videos of himself dressed like the Joker and just being a total fucking douchebag, misogynist. Let's have a listen.
Because you women push me now to the point where I'm actually motivated to where I'm finally there. I don't fucking like yous, I don't trust yous, and I don't need yous. Sure, I'm attracted to women, but I don't like or trust any fucking thing you people do. Because you women push...
Well, I mean, but you got to understand that your attitude towards women is a lot of the reason women treat you like this, right? Now, have I had women treat me bad, lie to me and all that? Yeah, of course, but I've had just as many men lie to me and treat me badly. Women, in my estimation, are just as trustworthy as men are. It's no different. A lot of these women reject you and they treat you like this because you're so thirsty and you're obviously, you're not a confident person. You're obviously a misogynist that hates women because you are unable to attract them, very much in large part because of your attitude. And also, I don't doubt that this guy has standards that are too high. He probably believes that he is entitled to a really, really attractive woman when he is not entitled to an attractive woman. You're not entitled to any woman, but you might want to like date in your weight class a little bit. And I have my suspicion he doesn't do that. He just thinks, oh, 10 should be fucking me. But no, that's not reality, dude. Your attitude is very, very unattractive and turns women off. But, I guess he's making the best he can out of his 15 minutes of fame. Maybe he'll make some money out of it. We can actually hire some prostitutes or something, because it's probably the only way he's going to get laid. And did you guys hear? Holy shit, they cured Ebola! Finally! Hell yeah! And I'm not real sure, but I heard that Ebola was caused by having sex with monkeys, so we can have sex with monkeys again! Yeah, monkey sex is back on the menu. Break out your orangutans! Hells yeah! Maybe that's AIDS I'm thinking of. It don't matter. Either way, fuck monkeys. They cured AIDS too, I think, so it's all good. Monkey fucking! That's what I recommend. And, this one's from Godless Cranium. Oh, God. This is kind of an old clip, but it's funny as shit. Well, it's 4 minutes. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing or not. I guess I'll skip this one. Basically, it says, who are these dangerous people teaching our children? And then it pops up Jordan Peterson to explain us who the dangerous people are. Jordan Peterson is a dangerous person. He's one of the ones that's dangerous that is fucking teaching our kids. He's lying to them about fucking trans issues. That's how he got famous to begin with. What the fuck? Let me see if it's at the beginning.
You may not realize it, but you are currently funding some dangerous people.
No, I'm
they are
not.
Indoctrinating young minds throughout the West with their...
I am not funding you, Jordan Peterson. Now, there are a lot of people that are funding you, and you're right, and I'm glad that you're telling the truth to your audience, but it ain't me.
A resentment-ridden ideology.
Yes,
they have made it their life's mission to undermine Western civilization itself.
Yes, you have.
Which they regard as corrupt, oppressive, and patriarchal.
Well,
if you're
it is, right? It is corrupt. Isn't our system corrupt and patriarchal? I mean, how can you deny those things? It's just silly. It's like these people live in the 40s or something and they don't even live in the 40s. They live in this ideological fantasy of what they think the 40s was like, even though the 40s was racist and horrible and probably even worse in most ways than it is now. But it's just so goddamn stupid. You are the people you're warning us against. And let's see. Talk about comedic geniuses. This guy is a fucking professional comedian that makes tons of money with comedy. How can you be this unfunny? This is why there are no real good conservative comedians, because they're just not fucking funny. They're just cringe. Just watch.
And I would say drop them off at a business and let them be what they used to call me on the construction site. Start off as a glorified goomper, which is low man on the totem pole. Ooh, can we say low man anymore? No, low. What? Well, I don't want to use a pejorative here and assign.
I don't know
race
the answer,
or
but I
gender.
know the pronoun is they. That's all I know.
Low they. Not on the totem pole, because that's cultural appropriation.
Good point.
Low they on the barber pole?
No.
Low they on the flagpole?
No, definitely not on the flagpole, on the utility pole.
Low they on the telephone pole?
Yeah.
And I would say...
God, just so cringe. Just say professional comedian, folks. Literally gets paid to tell jokes. How can you be any worse than this? God damn it, they're just not funny at all anyway. Holy shit. Cringe. Cringe as fuck. CAF. But that's the kind of comedian they get to go on Tucker Carlson show, right? Literally the dumbest thing I've ever watched. What a piece of shit that dude is. And, ooh, we're already past 2 hours. I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna finish off the few stories I have because I got a lot of good content tonight. So we won't show this very heavily, but this kid was just standing on the sidewalk. He was gonna go in and get him some food at this place, and apparently he looked at a white woman the wrong way. And hell no, blackies, you can't be looking at our white women the wrong way. So she called the cops, and the cops came at him to discuss with him why he looking at a white woman the wrong way. So yeah, that happened. And eventually they questioned him, and eventually they let him go. There's a white woman across the street in a white car watching on. She's the one that called them because he looked at her the wrong way. And, so... It's insane.
He been stopped for looking at the Caucasian woman in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Amazing, right?
They got him surrounded.
And this is exactly like this. History repeats itself. I mean, Black Wall Street, the most successful black neighborhood in the history of the world, the only neighborhood in American history that was bombed by plane by other Americans, burned completely to the ground because supposedly a black man looked at or spoke to a white woman in an elevator, right? Shit happens all the fucking time, man. It's just, it's frustrating, folks. We have to do better than this, goddammit. Like, you wonder, a lot of people wonder why black folks don't feel like they're a part of society as much. You know, why they behave the way they do sometimes, why they're like less likely to go get driver's license and just, you know, interact with regular society like white folks do. And it's because they literally don't feel like they're part of society. And so if you're like treated like you're not part of society, why would you want to get involved in it? Why would you, you know, why would you interact with it like society treats you like you're a normal, regular part of it? You wouldn't. And they don't, a lot of them, and I can't blame them. Like I was talking about before, that's why a lot of them name their children really strange things, because like they're like, if society's not going to treat me like I'm a normal, regular, respected member of the society, then I'm just going to call my kid, you know, whatever the fuck I want to. I'm not going to obey your rules of society. Fuck you. And I totally understand that. It makes sense to me. And here's one from Tempered Badgered, or Bad Tempered Badgered. Like, what is this, folks? I don't know what this is. I have no idea what is happening here. Why, and what? My two questions. So, is this a sculpture? Is this a guy in a costume? Is this a little toy? I guess it's a toy, maybe? And why does this toy exist? Questions. I got them. And I don't have any answers to this. So if anybody can help me out with what's happening here, I would appreciate that, because I am chilled to my bones. And, normal times over the Daily Caller. You guys know what the Daily Caller is? That's Ben Shapiro's rag that he writes. And, oh my God. Crazy as fuck. The verdict has been announced in the trial of ASAP Rocky Swedish assault case. Is military conflict now imminent? Ben Shapiro's online newspaper is encouraging the United States to go to war with Sweden over ASAP Rocky. I'm not kidding. Put together a team of operators and force the Swedes to try to use force to get him back if they want Rocky in prison so badly. Force them to open fire on American forces. We would annihilate them in retaliation. Post ASAP Rocky at all costs, or protect ASAP Rocky at all costs now that this garbage verdict has been passed down. I used to think Sweden was a civilized country. Literally talking about going to fucking war over ASAP Rocky. What the fuck? Just so crazy. But that's Ben Shapiro's, you know, Ben Shapiro's rag. Ben Shapiro literally is a guy when he was 20 was writing articles about how he doesn't care if civilians are killed in Iraq. Doesn't give a shit, folks. Just they're sociopaths. They're insane fucking people that are being paid by billionaires millions of dollars to fool people. Hopefully you guys see through it. Hopefully you guys fight against it. That's all we can really do. And apparently this is a real thing. They put out a White People's Quarterly because of course they did. Oh, white people, you're so sad. Such snowflakes. This is so creepy too. Such a creepy fucking photo. Like, is this supposed to be another one of his daughters? Did his daughter have two little kids herself? Because this girl is like 13 years old, right? What is happening here? This is so fucking creepy. And then it turns out, let me see if this is the right post. Yeah, it turns out, it looks like to me that they copied this guy off this guy, right? It's the fucking same dude. It's a Jack piece of shit Biek, or whatever his name is. He's a right-wing, alt-right adjacent chud, right? They got a motherfucking cover of this white magazine. Yep. Hilarious. Would not believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes, but that's America for you folks. White snowflakes, just so scared that the darkies are going to treat them like we treated them, or not we. I didn't treat you that way. I mean, maybe I did when I was young. I guess I was kind of racist when I was young, but I've tried to be much better. So all you can really do is like recognize your biases and try to overcome them. And yeah, this is true. Few pictures could motivate the working class into organizing as well as this one. This is end-stage capitalism, folks. Like, how could this not anger you? This young billionaire who has never done anything worthwhile in her entire life. This is her handbag collection. Probably millions of dollars in handbags. The room to house these in probably cost $1 million or more to make. And this is it's just ridiculous, folks. Think of all the homeless people. Think of all the fucking people who, you know, are starving out there in the world, and how many 25,000 kids die every year or not every day in the world. It's in the 20,000s die every day from starvation. Just think about that shit, and then look, this is capitalism. This is what it gives you, folks. It glorifies shitheads like this, and then encourages them to waste their money on bullshit that they don't even fucking need, while people die and starve and don't have the health care they need. You really telling me this bitch needs all this fucking money while everybody else in the country is suffering? You really telling me that? Fuck you. No, she don't. Shame on this country. Shame on the fucking Kardashians. Shame on anybody that watches the Kardashians. Shame on anybody that supports them. Fuck you all. That's my opinion. And, yeah, this is one of the main reasons I don't drink anymore. This definitely helped cure my alcoholism. And I'll give this woman one thing. She definitely has a healthy body image. She ain't ashamed. I mean, I guess that's good. Be comfortable in who you are. But, yeah, guessing that the alcohol is giving her some liquid courage. And this, I don't know if this is her sister. They look alike. And they have the same fashion sense. You go, girl. You're quite the dancer. She's doing the Elaine a little bit. Doing the Elaine. Doing the Elaine. And yeah, you get it, girl. You both are really good at this. You should be proud of yourself. And I don't know what these two folks are doing. They're like simulating butt fucking on the bar during most of this. So she's like, get back on my booty. Come on, get back on my booty. And he's like, all right, I'm back on it. We can sit here and we can simulate sex. So yeah, I can only assume tequila has something to do with all these bad decisions. So don't drink tequila, folks. That's my recommendation to you, or else you're probably going to end up going home with girls like this, because this guy certainly thinks that she's hot. It's like, yeah, you looking pretty good, baby. Uh-huh. I'll have me a few more shots and take you home. I mean, I guess I shouldn't body shame or anything. I guess if they're happy, they ain't hurt nobody, so I guess it's all good. Drink yourself stupid if you want to, as long as you're having fun. It ain't none of my business, I reckon. And, I thought this was pretty fucking cool for a lot of reasons. So this bird, I don't know what kind of bird this is, but this just shows you how intelligent fucking birds are. This bird is fucking fishing. This bird is smart enough to know that if he throws this little piece of whatever, bread or whatever it is out there, that fish will come up and eat it, and he can snag them, right? But he's also smart enough to know that big fish will come up and eat it, and he has to protect this from the big fish because he can't snag the big fish. So, like, a whole lot of really intelligent shit is going on right here if you think about it. He's like, nope. You big motherfuckers ain't getting this. Get the fuck away from it. This is meant for smaller bait. So he puts it back out there. Come on, get it, fish. And then, nope. Bring it a little closer to me so I can snatch the fish easier when they're close to me. He's like waiting for the little fish to come. And yep, gotcha. Dude fucking fishing. That's a smart-ass bird. So, yeah, that's why I stopped eating fucking chicken. Like, I used to eat chicken. I used to say chickens were okay to eat because chicken's basically just a vegetable. But it's not, folks. It's not a vegetable. They're smarter than you think they are. And, been eating me a lot of Impossible Whoppers lately. Think they're pretty fucking good, especially when they cook them right. Sometimes they don't cook them perfectly and they're a little chewy, but mostly they're pretty good. So I recommend that if you want to do a little better, but maybe add an Impossible Whopper instead of a regular Whopper occasionally to your diet. Every little bit helps. And let's see what this one is. Oh yeah, this is kind of cute. Poor kid. Apparently he was streaming on Twitch and he only had 2 viewers and he was trying to cook and they're giving him bad advice. Don't give this cute kid bad advice. He seemed like a sweetheart.
And help mix it.
They're telling him to, so he's got the mixer on, mixing the stuff, and the chat is telling him to put your hand in there and help mix it with your hand.
Put my hands in here. Ah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that is a bad idea. That is bad advice. Do not take advice from people in your fucking chat. They're trolls. Fuck them. And guess I'll take a break here and read the super chats. And also, this is your last chance to get the super chats. I'm gonna finish up the show here in a second, so please get in your super chats while you can. How many doctors, nurses, and mental health professionals of color do you think were expelled in these xenophobic aids? Lots, I'm going to say. Tons. Thank you, D-Dog. Appreciate that. Spanky Weasel, $15. Keep doing your thing, Dusty. I will, Spanky. Really appreciate that, man. Your fan base is small but loyal and will grow with every CODcast. Here's some fuzzy money. Thank you. Thanks, man. Yeah, like, I know I've been kind of a bitch about the numbers recently, but here's the stupid thing about me being such a bitch about the numbers. Like, there is a game you can play on YouTube to make yourself more popular, right? And I don't play that game. You have to fucking go out and you have to do videos with other people, other popular people. You have to like rip your podcast into shorter segments and put them out there. And like, there's steps you can take to make your show more popular. And I don't do any of that shit. And yet I expect to be just as successful as if I did that shit. I expect to be as successful as if I played the game when I don't play the game. And that's so stupid. Like, so I just got to get that out of my head. And I have to be satisfied with a small but loyal fan base, just like you said. And I am. Like, I prefer it, actually. I don't know why the fuck I was so whiny before. I think it was a lot of it was because I didn't get enough sleep. But I'm totally over that shit, and I really apologize because it's very unattractive and off-putting. And not the person I want to be at all. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. As long as you guys keep supporting me, I'll keep doing this for sure. And Brett Wellington, $3. Can you say happy birthday to my rabbit, Bunny Isha? Sure. Happy birthday, Bunny Isha. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bunny Isha. Happy birthday to you. And Pierre will give you $5. We know we know the cause of high suicide rate in the trans community. Breaks my heart. Let's give more love and support. We got your back if you miss. Yeah, man. Like, I totally understand why being trans can make you upset. And we're like, but just know, like, a lot of us out here are on your side. A lot of us are working to improve society. And I know even if we made society perfect, it wouldn't make your life perfect. It wouldn't change everything. But it's a step, and it can make it better. And we're here for you. Like, you can just talk to us, and we have your back, and we love you. And you just need to know that. D-Dog says, let's just withdraw from society and build underground cities. That'd be pretty cool. Then we could really be chuds. Be cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. I'm all for that. Who should we eat first? I vote for Ben Shapiro. Will be a light snack. Short jokes. And Shane Balco gave $4.89. If Republicans want voter ID laws, then we should tack on voter IQ too. Well, yeah, but we can't do that because, you know, that's having those kind of rules in the books are usually racist and whatnot. Like, they used to have acts that you had to own land before you could vote, so you had to read and shit, and that basically made it less likely for the poor to be able to do those things because the poor don't have land, and the poor are less likely to be educated, so your financial situation played a lot into whether you could vote or not. So I can't have that again. But thank you for that, Shane Balk. I appreciate that. Awesome Gaming, $5. What the hell happened to the Trump supporters if Trump loses the election? Could they riot or something? Nah. 2 months after Trump loses the election, they'll all say, we always knew he was shit. We always hated him. And they'll be to attacking whoever the Democratic nominee was, basically. None of these hoes are loyal, to be honest with you. You'll see, I bet. But anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Nuberific, $5. The vitriolic hatred of Obama made me go lib. But I see why conservatives are going nuts. Fox News has been scapegoating minorities for a generation. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see why conservatives who get all their information from, you know, Fox News and Ben Shapiro and Paul Joseph Watson and Steven Crowder are fucking brainwashed incredibly. But I mean, you know, that's a lot of that's on them. You gotta have a little variety in the media you consume, and you'll see what bullshit you're being told. So thank you for that, Nuberific. And Castrix Defiance, $2. Hey, Dusty, shout out for trans rights. Great show, trans rights. Hells yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Last chance to get in your super chats. Please consider supporting the show if you hadn't done it already. $1 or $2, anything helps. And let's keep going. We've got a few more things, even though we're 15 minutes past our due date. As long as I got the material, I don't mind keep going a little bit, though. Oh, God. We're back on PragerU again. What the fuck, PragerU? Like, seriously, it's like, how can we be pieces of shit?
We're at UCLA talking to college students and on Olvera Street talking to Hispanics in honor of Halloween and to see if my outfit is offensive.
Let me just dress up like a Mexican stereotype and see who's triggered. Next on PragerU, I'm going to put on blackface and go to a black neighborhood. Why are you triggered, black people? Why does this bother you? It's just so fucking cringe,
Would you guys like
man.
to chat with us today?
This is what billionaire frackers are paying people
That's what we
to
wanna talk to you
spread,
about.
you know?
Hold
This is
on.
their propaganda they're spreading.
You find my outfit offensive?
Just, yeah.
You find it offensive? You find it offensive?
Maybe a little.
You think my outfit is offensive?
I don't find it offensive. I just think it's stupid, and I think you're stupid. And this whole thing is so fucking ridiculous. It's just obvious you're appealing to racists. That's what you're doing. You're trying to appeal to racists. You're trying to draw racists in, and you're going to be very successful about it. There's no doubt about it. You know, you guys will get exactly what you want. You'll get the racist shitheads following you, and you'll make money off of it. So, I mean, good job, I guess. Let me change the filter. What kind of filter we want now? Filter Friday. It's the greatest day ever. Let's just do Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan, whatever the fuck you call that. Super Saiyan! I even got the hair for it, kind of. Let's see. Spike up my hair. There we go. Super Saiyan as fuck now. I don't know what Super Saiyan guy says, but I'm going to say, Saiyan! Is that what he says? I have no idea. What it looks like when an amosexual premature ejaculates. And yeah, you guys might have seen this one. This went viral. It's a guy showing off his fucking shotgun. And what you always want to do when you're showing off your shotgun is you want to make sure the trigger is held down when you cock it and pull a shell into the fucking chamber. So, yeah, let me hold down the fucking trigger and cock it and put a bullet in there. What's going to happen? Yeah, motherfucker, you're going to shoot. That's what guns do. You fucking idiot. This is the kind of moron that should never have a gun. You know, Trump, you want to talk about taking people's guns away without due process? Here you go. Prime target number one. Take that dude's guns before he shoots somebody. Fucking idiot. And this is one of the most dastardly, disgusting fucking things I have seen all goddamn week. This is Katie Hopkins, the alt-right, right-wing troll, fucking cunt bitch. I know, gendered fucking slurs. I'm sorry, but cunt bitch. I can't not say cunt bitch. I got Tourette's, okay? Fucking let me have this. Police sources told public broadcaster that several weapons were found inside the mosque located in the town of Bærum, Oslo, following the shooting. Is it legal to store weapons in mosques in Norway? How many other mosques are operating as armaments? So basically, she's trying to scare people into believing that mosques are storing guns. This is the kind of exact thing that's going to cause violence on these mosques, right? When the truth of the matter is that the guns they found actually belong to the terrorist who burst in. They found 2 or 3 guns that he left behind, and so she's literally trying to blame the mosque for the guns the terrorists fucking left behind. This is literally how you incite violence, people. Why the fuck is she still on Twitter? What the fuck? How does she still have a blue goddamn check mark on Twitter? I got permanently banned from Twitter for saying the word bitch. For saying the fucking word bitch. This bitch is lying about Muslims who just underwent a terrorist attack. In order to try to get more terrorist attacks against them, perfectly fine. I guess it's fine. She didn't say the word bitch. Don't say the word bitch. Don't call your own head a bitch, especially. That's a no-no. Not only will you be kicked out of your social justice warriors group, you will be banned permanently from Twitter for calling Shieldhead a bitch. Like, I ain't even mad at Shieldhead anymore, to be honest with you. I'm impressed. Like, she got like a cult. Like, she built a cult somehow. And that's just, that fucking shit, like, golf clap for that shit. That's amazing, to be honest with you. And, it's not looking as good on this. It looks way better on the other thing, but because it's using yellow color, it's like blocking out my hair. See how much cooler this looks over here when it's not using the fucking... Yeah, see, that was way cooler. Super Saiyan as fuck. Hadouken! I got cool blue eyes and everything. But it looks like shit over here because the green screen is tearing that shit out. Fuck you! God damn it. I guess I'll use a different fucking thing, put my hat on. But that looks pretty fucking cool. I like that. It's a cool filter. I look badass in my blue fucking eyes. Hat back on. Alright. Change the filter. What kind of filter you guys want to see for the end of the show? Can't be a pickle because that has the same problem with the green screen. Coffee bean? Coffee bean, alright. Not blackface, folks. Not blackface, it's coffee bean. So let's continue with the fucking show. Next up, this is what it's like when you don't have a fucking soul at all, goddammit. This is one of the kids who was involved in the ICE raids here in Mississippi. ICE came and they stole a bunch of fucking parents from their kids, People that have lived here for, most of their lives, and the kids are crying. Obviously you're crying because your parents got taken away. You may never see your dad again, or not for a long time, and you don't even know where the fuck he is, and you're crying. Well, here's Dinesh D'Souza, convicted felon who was pardoned by Trump. This kid is well dressed with pizza and soft drink. There are tens of millions of kids in places like Mumbai who had none of this. It was to put her chances ahead of theirs that her parents broke the law. So I feel sorry for what this kid's parents did to her. God damn it. Blame the parents. Don't blame ICE for coming still these people away who've been in this country, who haven't broken, I guess they did break our immigration laws, but they didn't fucking, as far as I know, hurt anybody. They're just trying to make a better way for their family and shit. How can you not have empathy on this kid? How are you going to sit there and blame her parents for this and not fucking blame the system that's causing this? Fucking piece of shit. And, another one of these horrible, horrible situations. Read about this one earlier. Speaking of racist fucking bitches. God damn it. This motherfucker. You fucking son of a cocksucker. Oh, god damn it. Alright, let me see if I can unblock the odds and see if it works. Unblock the odds, please. Block. No. Pause on this site. Pause it, motherfucker. I guess I should just unmove this thing completely because it's fucking up my whole show. There we go. That's better. No, it popped up again. It wants me to fucking... I'm not going to subscribe to you. God damn it. Okay, so basically what happened here is this stupid bitch. There was these 4 black kids on their football team, and they were going door-to-door fundraising for their football team. And she came out and pointed a gun at them and forced them to the ground by gunpoint and called the cops on them for trying to sell tickets. And the cops showed up, and the cops recognized that they were like local high school students, and 2 of them were wearing their football uniforms. And other neighbors were like, yeah, they were going door-to-door selling tickets. They were literally doing nothing wrong. This one pulled a gun on them, forced them to the ground. And then apparently she started chastising them and telling them they were doing stuff wrong and they need to be better and more respectful to her. God damn it. And I guess they arrested her. They should have arrested her. They did arrest her for this. Put this bitch under the jail. Make an example of these motherfuckers. We just can't have this anymore, folks. We can't have this anymore. It's past time that this was mocked into extinction, in my opinion. And at first, I did not know if this was a puppy or a panda. I thought it was a panda at first, because it looks just like a fucking panda, right? But then I was like, well, it's walking like a puppy, and it's laying down like a puppy, and it's a puppy of some sort. Maybe a dog and not a puppy, but look just like a panda. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a boy? I want it. I want this thing immediately. I wonder if they, like, painted it that way. I'm pretty sure they probably did, right? It's probably just dyed and shit to psych your brain. But it's still fucking cute as fuck, right? And, here's some Paul Joseph Watson corrections. Not making fun of Paul Joseph Watson, though. We're making fun of Ian Miles Chong, you know. Here's Lauren Chen. You guys know Millennial. Not Millennial Woes. What is her name? Whatever it is. She's like, probably unpopular opinion. Talib and Omar should be free to support BDS. Israel should be free to tell Talib and Omar to get the fuck out. Ian Miles Chong said, this is the sane opinion. They're free to support female genital mutilation if they want. Doesn't mean we can't shun them for it. Oh, wait, they do. But they don't. They actually voted against female genital mutilation. These people are fucking liars. IMC is one of the biggest fucking shithead chud liars on the goddamn internet. Does not care what the truth is. But, you know, he got 224 likes for this. His fan base don't give a fuck. They don't look. They don't even check anything. They just believe whatever they say. And even if they did find out they were lying, it wouldn't matter to them. So it doesn't matter if they check, right? Propagandists. That's all they fucking do all day long. And here's one from Dark Matter. Love me some Dark Matter, right? This Mom Ash. LGBTQ history to be taught in Illinois schools. I'm sure it's like maybe like one page in a book or something that points out a few things that gay people have done that are good, just to make the kids more accepting of, you know, gays, which they actually should be, to cause less hate towards homosexuals, which absolutely we should do. Make people more tolerant, which is a good thing in every fucking possible way. But of course, Christians don't think though. Conservatives don't think so. They freak out about every goddamn thing. And Mama Ash says, if Christians can't practice their religion in school, gays shouldn't be allowed to practice their beliefs, sexuality either. End of story. You can't take one thing away from students and add another just because it's a trinity to be gay. But I mean, she got almost 13,000 likes for this. But it's totally ridiculous because, as Dark Matter says, Christians can practice their religion in school as individuals. They just can't impose it on others in a curriculum. Being gay isn't a religion, so being straight is the counter you're looking for, which you can already learn about in health class at school. You know, true story. Religion has not been taken out of schools. There's still lots of religious clubs. You can bow your head and pray any fucking moment you want to. Nobody can take that away from you. All they made illegal was teachers forcing students to join in or be a part of their Christian prayers, which obviously should be illegal because a lot of your class may not be Christian. They may even be other religions. And that's against the Constitution to do in public schools, right? Makes sense. But Christians always got to be snowflakes. They always got to play victims every chance they fucking get. And, you know, it's real popular. Nothing more popular than being a white Christian conservative snowflake and playing the victim these days, is it? But they always project on other people, don't they? It's always other people. And I looked this up, and apparently this is true. Did you know Fox and Friends called Fred Rogers? Yes, Mr. Rogers, an incredibly evil man. Why? Because he told kids they were special. And that's evil. I shit you not. They literally called him evil because they believe he makes kids feel more entitled than they should because he said that they were special. Like, what? And this is the #1 news fucking channel in the world, folks. Telling their viewers Mr. Rogers is evil. Mr. Rogers of all fucking people. God damn it. How is this real life? Next on Fox News, why Bob Ross was such a giant evil piece of shit. You know? It's because he talked about happy accidents, and you can't tell kids about happy accidents. That just gives them an unrealistic view of society and makes them vulnerable little snowflakes. Fucking Bob Ross! God damn this reality. This is the dumbest timeline, I swear. Where's Thanos to snap his fingers when you fucking need it, right? And, let's see what this is. Oh, God, yeah. The face when you make when you're visiting wounded victims of a mass shooting. Like, this guy's the leader of the free world, folks. This look fake. This is so fake. This just lizard man pretending to be a human being. Oh, God, like, I don't even know what to say about it anymore, folks. It's just so exasperating that this is real life. And I read this long-ass article about Mia Khalifa. Apparently, she's been trending recently. And she did an interview, and she was talking about how she's ashamed that she was in porn. Apparently, she was only in porn for 3 months, and she only did 12 scenes, and she made $12,000. That's all she made. Even though she was considered to be the #1 porn star in the world, she only made $12,000. So a lot of people sent me this to get my opinion on it because I am the expert in porn, apparently. And some of this I agree with. Like, what I learned was a lot of the porn stars don't make their money in porn. A lot of female porn stars, they use porn to make themselves famous, and then they make money by being escorts or being dancers, and their porn fame basically helps them to get gigs and stuff. They make a lot of money doing that way. And so that's why a lot of the female porn stars make a lot of money, right? It's not because their porn careers, actually. And a lot of people are saying that she's ungrateful because if it wasn't for her porn career, she wouldn't have the 16.8 million Instagram followers she does, and she wouldn't have all the fame she does right now, and so she should be kind of grateful because a lot of people would like to be in her situation. But she's like, fuck no. She had a low self-esteem, and she felt like they took advantage of her, and she just wants other women who might get into porn to really consider what they're getting into before they get into it. They won't be paid very well. They'll probably be taken advantage of a bit, and they may regret it later. And I actually think that's a great message, to tell these girls. I think if a woman wants to do porn, that's her right. I'm a feminist. If a woman has the right to do any job she wants to, especially sex work. Sex work is a respectable field, in my opinion, and should be decriminalized. But at the same time, you should know ahead of time going into that you might be taken advantage of and you might regret it later, and you should know exactly what you're getting yourself into before you do it. I hope eventually we'll see a time where these women, like, not Mia Khalifa, but like the next generation that would be Mia Khalifa, actually have their own websites and make all the money themselves and don't have to rely on these porn companies. A lot of women are doing that these days. A lot of women are taking the power for themselves, and you don't really need these porn companies anymore. I suggest that all you girls who want to get into porn, invest in a virtual reality camera. You can buy one for like less than $1,000, a good one, and start making your own VR porn and putting it up on your site. I bet you'll make a lot of money. That's my recommendation. Anyway, interesting article from Mia Khalifa. If you guys hadn't seen it, might read up on that. And guess we're going to finish it up with this one before we read the end of the super chats. My sister works at Dodo Pizza in Oxford, and apparently because of all the ICE raids in Mississippi, they are giving free pizzas away to immigrants and refugees to show solidarity with them, which is really nice. I think the person that owns this is a Russian immigrant, and so they put out this thing on their Facebook. This is being an international business. We understand that respecting the immigration laws of any country isn't an option, but an obligation. At the same time, we believe that while dealing with illegal immigration, we still need to remain humans. Humans don't separate kids from their parents unless kids are in danger because of their parents. If a kid comes home from school to locked doors and has to be picked up by their neighbors and driven to the local gym while crying, something went terribly wrong. We support immigration laws, but we don't support cruelty. Anyway, free pizza. That's what they're doing. They're giving free pizza slices to immigrants and stuff just to show solidarity and stuff. And apparently, my sister's been telling me they've been getting lots and lots of fucking threats for this. The fucking pieces of shit conservative Christians in Mississippi ain't having it. Oh no, you can't be nice to fucking immigrants. Fuck that shit. We gotta fucking give you death threats. And apparently she was telling me a story about how they got an order for 100 pizzas to be delivered under a bridge. And the note was written in Spanish. And so she got on the internet and she translated the note. And basically the note was, I have been kidnapped. I am being held against my will. Please come help me. And she was like, this is obviously a fucking joke or, a hoax. They're just trying to get us to deliver pizzas under this bridge to either kill us or just basically, more likely, just get us to waste a bunch of money to fuck with our company. And she basically refused to go deliver this. And she told the boss, no, if you want to deliver it, you go deliver it, but I ain't delivering it. So the boss was like, fuck no. So they canceled the order. So anyway, shout out to Dodo's Pizza in Oxford. And good job to my sister for standing up for immigrants and immigrant rights and brown folks and all that good shit. There are some good people here in Mississippi. Not all of us are giant turds. So good to see that. Thank you, Dodo's Pizzas. And let's see what the Super Chats have to say. Super Chats, like the show. Only one more. $2 from Albert Feldy. $2 Canadian. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody had a happy Friday. Let me change my filter one more time back to something where you can actually see what the fuck I look like. Alright, I'll just end it as the devil, because we all know I am the fucking devil, if there ever was one. And let's just read the regular chat real quick before we end the show, see if you guys have anything interesting to say. Dusty Smith, hello. Just wanted to say you are one of my favorite leftist streamers. I wanted to tell you to have a good day. Hey, you have a good day too, Alex. Really appreciate that. I love you guys so much. I'm having fun doing this show. I didn't even look at the fucking numbers, because it don't really matter. Mr. Rogers was a big part of my childhood. Fuck you, Fox News. I know, right? Bob Ross stole William Alexander's gig, so yeah, I don't know who that is, but you steal that gig, Bob Ross. Well, anyway, I'm broke as fuck. I know. Well, if you guys can't afford to super chat me, I understand that. Kind words are a free source, in my opinion, of currency, so you guys can give those liberally. If you guys come back and leave comments on my video after it's up and thumbs up it, that would be cool. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Even though I don't even think I'm part of the YouTube algorithm anymore. I don't think YouTube even fucks with me anymore. That would be cool. But yeah, I come back and I read all these comments after the show's over. It uploads it to the show, and then like an hour later, it puts the chat back up there. And so as I'm watching the show back, I can see the chat in live in real time. So I read everything you guys say, and I try to listen and take your criticism and advice. So you guys want to say something? Definitely say it. So that's the end of the show, folks. As always, if you want to support the show, please consider supporting it on the Patreon. Let's see if we lost any during the show. Nope, didn't gain any, didn't lose any. So there's links to that, and there's links to other ways you can support the show. Like I have merchandise and all kinds of shit. T-shirts, cool T-shirts, and it's all in the description of this show. So please consider supporting me if you want to support me. And I will be back Monday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, for another amazing fucking episode. Rock your asses off, as I always fucking do. So I'm going to go smoke some weed. Hopefully you guys smoke some weed and have a good Friday night. And I will see you guys Monday. Love you guys. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Thanks, dudes. Appreciate it.